We need you to say these 3 words. Okay, I can do that. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. We get paid for it. No, but we actually talked about wanting to go uh, on one of the crab fishing boats way up north in the Alaskan waters, and to go there just for, they said, for roughly a month would be a year's paycheck with the outcome. And depending on where your higher status is, if you continue going, the higher up the ranks you can climb if you so desire. But a nice. But there is a, I mean, it is a highly risky job because you can lose your life out there. Um, you be on the ship for roughly a month. You'd have to eat all the foods that they do because you need to keep bulk on you to stay warm. But you have to be in shape to be capable of doing everything that they require. And he and I were talking about, well, like, this was back when we were working retail, so we were in a lot better shape than we are now. I'm kind of a pear shape. Back when I was working retail, I was a lot less of a pear shape and had more muscles on me. But you would sleep when you can because the ship never really stopped. Yeah, this is one of those like extremely taxing jobs where your body is constantly being battered. You have to be okay with sleeping for like 2 to 3 hours a day. Yeah, that's where he and I got the idea, um, and we did research on it, and yeah, that is precisely it. Deadliest catch. They said that that's where you can go and do all this stuff, and I'm like, I mean, I already sleep for what 2 3 hours a day anyway, so um, and you'd have to be okay with like the potential of your ship sinking and you dying. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, why not, right? Yeah. So we talked about it a lot, and we thought that we could do it at that time. And yeah, I mean, our bodies were a lot better, but it's expensive to get up there. And I mean, if you could pay after the fact, then sure, we'd have the money to be able to pay for everything and go about doing things like this. But never happened, and I don't think it ever will. Which it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I don't remember what we were doing in the last time. I remember what we're doing. We are at this place specifically to visit the girl and the family who gave me the mask, and wondering, why did you give me the mask? And I just realized something. The shingles on this house is all wrong. Whether they have them layered, that is just wrong. They're supposed to be the other way around. You're supposed to put the baseline first and then build your way up on top of that. This is designed backwards on these shingles. Unless the entire underside is. No, no, you can see how the shingles look on those. Yeah, they. This house was built horribly. The rainfall is going to absolutely destroy that. Any of those, those petals up there and the leaves are going to get caught up on that. It's horrible. Why would they design it like that? I think we saved last time. Didn't we talk to this guy? Yeah, we've already talked with him. He's not here. Okay, that's that button. That's run. There we go. Go away. No visitors. Go away. No visitors. Okay, she can probably feel the basket like, oh, no. That bird does not look like it's actually standing on it from my angle. I've got like a small gap underneath where its foot and where the thing is. Top left roof, you can see better. These roofs right here, these are built properly. They're supposed to be, I mean, those lines are supposed to be slightly curved to allow rain runoff and everything. But yeah, I mean, these roof shingles here, they're put on wrong. And this is your more traditional way of things going, or at least for in Japan. Roof structures. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to put on a face. Cherry blossoms fell gently at my feet as I approached the Kawana family shrine. In front of me was my Kawana, still dressed in the outfit of a shrine maiden. She saw me approach and stood there frozen and terrified, the same helpless look on her face as when she had a knife to her throat months before. This time, it was me she was terrified of. We were the only two people at the shrine, yet I couldn't shake the feeling of being followed. A familiar presence watching from the shadows. No, I won't do it. Why now? Why her? I don't have to do what you say. Go with option 4, killer. Yeah. I'm not a puppet. I can choose. Ooh. You, the detective from before. Why are you just standing there? Is it over? I'm fine. Sorry to scare you. I'm here to talk to you. See, I've never been good at apologies. I'm sorry for everything I put you through. I've been meaning to talk to you ever since that day. I should have come sooner. Why does it want to kill the girl? You're here to apologize? Now? I haven't heard from anyone in 6 months. The police only talked to me once, and then everyone here started avoiding me and acting like it never happened. I guess that makes me the last person you'd want to see now. After that day, I'm sure the police came by and told you that I was only following procedure, but that's bull. Police in this country don't go around shooting people. I didn't feel like myself and I lost control, putting you at risk. Sounds dubious to say I lost control at such a crucial time, I bet. But that's the truth. The truth? It's strange, isn't it? The cherry blossoms, I mean. It's silly, but every time someone comes here and says how beautiful they are, I get so mad. It's like they don't understand my feelings at all. But that's selfish, huh? It's not like I want everyone to suffer along with me. Yeah, you're not wrong. I imagine the only other one who understands that is you, Detective. Your name's Ito, right? It's so quiet here. It's hard to imagine something like that day in April really happened in a place so peaceful. But it did. I know that you and your partner were only doing what you could to save me, but I wish I could have helped. I felt so helpless. At least you told me the truth. Thank you. You know, I asked Grandma about the mask the redhead girl was after, and she denied knowing anything. But it was a lie. I found one of her old journals in the shrine, and she wrote that the mask was important and had to be hidden away. Why would she lie to me? I'm sick of everyone always trying to protect me by covering everything up. Grandma hasn't been the same since that day either. She shuts herself up in that old house and mumbles to herself about darkness and purity. I'm so worried about her. My gut tells me that the mask has something to do with it. Oh, you mean this mask? I'm sorry. Listen to me ramble away. I bet you don't care about any of that. The truth is, I think you're right about the mask having something to do with all of this strangeness. I actually came here to ask you about it. You think so too? Then let me help you. I don't know anything, but maybe Takashi does. Oh, sorry. Takashi's my brother. He used to live here in Kamakura with me and Grandma, but he left the first chance he got. Smart kid. We talk on the phone all the time, but he refuses to come back and visit. I get the feeling he knows something I don't. He won't tell me about how my parents died. Where does your brother live now? He's an instructor in the Kendo Jojo in Asakusa in Tokyo. I hear he's a big shot in the Kendo world. It sounds like he'd be a good place to start. Do you think he'll speak to me? You can try. He's never been very good at opening up to strangers. Though. It's worth a shot. Thanks for helping me, Mai. I didn't kill her! How's that not a trophy? So Mai has an older brother in Asakusa. Maybe he can shed some light on the family past. Alright, so I'm not going to be tempted to kill. Yay. Gosh. They haven't cleaned out these bloodstains yet. Grandma. No visitors! No visitors! I think that this was the way I had to leave. Yeah. It won't let me go anywhere else. I can only stay here. My investigation up to that point has led me to believe that finding Takashi Kawana would be difficult and convoluted, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Turns out his Kendo dojo was well regarded as a popular training spot for a few national champions and several of the city's police officers. The latter made me nervous. The information I was asking for was sensitive, and I didn't want word of my investigations finding its way back to HQ. A few misfired questions could result in officers knocking on my door, or worse, Yukimura himself calling me up. I had to be cautious. Great! So I'm not allowed to ask questions. Inside a traditional tea shop, but it doesn't look like anyone's been there recently. Hey, look, it's the same guy. Hello there, would you be interested in buying some of the finest takba? This isn't cheap stuff to buy at a food stand at a festival. They will make you question everything you knew about octopus in the ball form. Who can say no to the hat sales pitch? I'll take some. Oh, you're right. This is probably the best I've had. Thank you. It's the best on all the islands. Takoyaki. Well, takoyaki. I'm at least stable, professional, meticulous, and relaxed. Yay! My psyche hasn't gone driven down yet. Tourists, most likely. I can hear them speaking English. My English isn't great, so I doubt they'll be of much help, but I wonder what they're talking about. Hello there. Is there something we can help you with? His name's Gary. I don't speak Japanese? Your Japanese is perfect. Since I'm a college professor, I'll probably be out of a job if I wasn't. I'm no college professor, but I work for a Japanese software company, so I'd be a bit of a trouble too. I don't look at me, I just live here. Well, not in Tokyo, in the suburbs. Whoa, I think you guys might speak Japanese better than I do. I mean, sorry, I just never would have thought. Would you prefer to speak in English instead? No! I mean, no. Please, Japanese is fine. Sorry, I didn't mean to be nosy. I guess I don't see people wearing This morning it's just not good for me. You caught us this late in the year. Is there a festival or something? No, we come to Asaku. Ah! Ha! This stream is brought to you by I Can't Speak. Asakusa every year to make the yukata become part of the tradition after a while. Guess it makes us stand out more than we already do, huh? I know! Don't knock tradition, Tony. Admittedly, my legs are a little cold, though. You guys come here every year? You guys know the area pretty well by now. I'm looking for a kendo dojo where Takashi Kawana works. Should be in this area. Kawana? Why does that name seem so familiar? Oh, right, he's the kendo instructor at the dojo right behind us. People say he's some kind of prodigy. I wouldn't be surprised if he became a master in time. Supposedly, he's very particular about who he trains. Guess he doesn't want to waste his time with people who aren't serious. Makes sense when you think about it. How good he is, he must get a ton of wannabe kendo masters coming to him. Seems like he trains a lot of police, too. In the time we've been standing here, we've seen a few go in and out. All that, I think he's still in his 20s. For someone so young, he must be under a lot of pressure. No kidding. I've heard talk of an interdepartmental kendo tournament. It's become a matter of pride for different regional departments. I wish my work had martial arts competitions between departments. Nothing would work out like the unspoken tension between me and my boss, quite like a good smack in the jawline. Grumpster, how do you feel about that? This guy wishes that there were martial art competitions between departments where he works. And he states, nothing would work out the unspoken tension between me and my boss quite like a good smack to the jawline. How do you feel about that? Oh, but I can read between the lines. Police fighting each other, huh? That must be pretty brutal. But I secretly agree. I guess police in Japan don't really have to use force at all that much, do they? Yeah, anyway, how do you know so much about the dojo? I mean, I live in Shinagawa, Kawashiba! And I don't know anything specific about it. You see, it says it all right here on the dojo flyer. He was out here about 10 minutes before you came handing them out. Kind of seemed like a little prickly, though, so we didn't talk to him. I admit, it would have been much cooler if we had known all of that off the top of our heads. But we're glad we were able to help you regardless. Makes me feel a little silly now, trying to learn more about him from a flyer. Considering he trained so many police, I'm surprised I've never heard of him until now. Are you associated with the police somehow? Me? No, of course not. I'm an investigator, see? Kind of like a private detective. Listen, if anyone comes by asking about a female detective, just, sorry, I don't speak Japanese, right? Exactly. I appreciate it. Anyway, I should get going. Sorry to bother you. Thanks for the information. Kind of. I mean, mostly it's just you finding out what secrets they have inside of there. I don't know if you have ever heard of the Ace Attorney games. Those are a fun version of them. My enjoyment in those games is usually the dialogue because of how many puns and stuff they put into it. This style here is more mystery haunted. Lots of talking back and forth. If streaming them can be a bit difficult due to the fact that you have to read what they're saying. And people have to be capable of knowing what they're saying. And it's entertaining because it's kind of like reading, but action-based reading. Which, haha, you have to read everything anyway. So, The only meticulous thing is if you're like me and you're trying to go for trophies and you want to find everything out. That way you have to consider the multiple outcomes that they could have. And yes, there are multiple outcomes in this game specific because there are like get this type of ending, get this type of ending, get this type of ending. Great. Now I have to follow a walkthrough to figure out the rest of it. Or just choose different options as you go through. And sometimes you can fail them and lose the game early on. It's like, oh, that's not supposed to happen. Okay. So they can be entertaining. It does have a lot of different outcomes that you can find. How about this one? Our pleasure. Good luck at the dojo. Let us know if you can learn any kendo tricks. The men in the department always puffed out their chest when they talked about kendo competitions or like they were going to impress me or something. Never paid much attention to it. Still, it's strange that someone related, however faintly, to the mask has yet another tie to my old life. Takashi Kawana sounds like an interesting guy, but very serious and not keen on strangers. At least, I didn't have to use any English. That would have been a disaster. This looks like the dojo I was looking for. It has a very traditional aesthetic. Hello! I have the mask. Who are you? I am a friend of Mai's. Oh, my professionalism went down. You're a friend of my sister's? You expect me to believe that? A little old, don't you think? Gee, thanks. Really? You think I wouldn't recognize you? You're the officer who was at the shrine in April who almost got her killed. And now you're lying about it, pretending to be your friend and no doubt to get something from me. Don't look so shocked. Your little deception was easy to read, that's all. After your Idisi in Kamakura, I heard Mai crying over the phone every night for a month. Don't bother her anymore. Now, get out of here before I or one of your fellow officers have to throw you out. Ah. Oh, she's alive, right. Yeah, almost got her. Well, that didn't go well, but Mai will know how to soften her brother up. Hey, we have to be friends now. Can I take some of these to go? Glimmer in the eye tells me you have some hunger. A hunger for second order of my nationwide famous takoyaki. Takoyaki. Me? What? It was amazing. Struggle's real. You think I don't sit here in the presence of my own creations and not want a little taste? Shush. Of course I do. They're delicious. But the extra time and effort means I don't have that many on hand. I have to limit myself to one order per customer. But I'm your only customer. Just one more taste. Sorry, no can do. There's a reason I set up a quiet spot like this. Otherwise, I'd sell out in minutes. Well, let me know if you change your mind. Boo. The traditional tea shop where nobody's at. I don't have a choice. It's leading me straight to it. I can't do any more investigations. Time to not kill a person. I feel like I'm going to go in there and it's going to be like, kill her! Kill her! Yay, Dead by Daylight finally updated. Well, I think I managed to find your brother. He didn't exactly seem happy to see me. Yep, you found my big brother, alright. He's been protective of me ever since we were little. I know I'm probably overstepping my boundaries, but would you be willing to come talk to him? I don't think he'll tell me anything on my own. You want me to help? Killer. Lead lobotomy, gosh. You know, seeing you again really got me thinking. I decided that even if everyone's trying to hide it, I can't sit here and ignore what's happening. I need to understand why my family has been acting so strangely. Even my own brother is keeping me in the dark. I'm sick of it. Sure, I'll come with you. If I went alone, he'll probably pat me on the head and send me on my way. But if you're there, I'm sure he'll tell me about my parents, the mask, and everything else. Oh, good. Things are updating finally. Are you sure that's what you want? Sometimes not knowing is something. No. No more stupid little Mai. I'd rather be hurt and aware than happy and ignorant. But before we go, let's check on Grandma. These days, if she doesn't know where I am, It can really set her off. Alright, we'll make a quick stop. Thanks, Mai. Yay! What the? A dead crow lies in the middle of the street, the small body in a bad state of decay. It's covered in dry blood. The maggots have begun to eat its remains. That was not there before. How long have we been at that dojo? You water the... What have you missed? I said no visitors. Leave me alone. Grandma, it's me. Please open the door. Mai? Oh, Mai, it's you. Please come in. Yes, come in. It is I, a ruse. Wow, looks just like I left it a long time ago. Wait, what is she doing here? It's okay, Grandma. She's here to help. Help? Ha! Don't make me laugh. You were supposed to help me, remember? I felt something, and you were going to free me from the past. Free you? Are you talking about the mask? Do not discuss that horrid thing here. No matter how far you go, I can still feel it, like needles in my skin, dragging me to it. In my dreams, I can still see that place. Have you seen it too, Detective? A dark place, where those we've lost reside. They laugh and say, don't make me laugh, but they already did. Yeah. Ha! Don't make me laugh. Wait. Let's try this again. Don't make me laugh again. I'm so clever. I'm so old and have wasted so much time. Yet the pain won't go away. My poor Emiko. I miss her so much. If only I could have found her. Emiko? You mean Mom? Find her? What are you talking about? She's gone. Takashi told me she died after I was born. Yes, of course. You shouldn't be asking about such things, Mai. If it weren't for this woman, you'd be safe at the shrine. No, Grandma, you're wrong. I'm not safe while everyone lies to me. I'm going to see Takashi. If you don't tell me the truth, he will. Mai, listen to yourself. You must stop. Opening the door to the past will solve nothing. Ever since you were little, I've done what I could to protect you and your brother. Please don't go down this path. You look so much like her, you know. Your mother. Oh, gosh. What if the girl's mother is the husband of the guy who was mean to the girl that we shot in the face and is the cause of all this mess? And you, Detective. Perhaps my granddaughter is too naive to see it, but you can't hide it from me. I know what you've seen, what you think you're able to do. But keep my family out of it. We suffered enough. You don't know anything about me, and besides, I'm not the one hiding things from my family. Tell me, do you know the story of Izanagi and Izanami? Grandma, this again? I'm sure Ito's not interested in hearing some old myth. Really, we should get going. Stay right there. Though I've told you this story so many times, you don't seem to grasp its importance. I think it would be useful for this woman to hear it. These two were the first of the gods, known to us as the Kami. According to legend, it was the drops of the ocean water that fell from his jeweled spear that created the islands of Japan. I've heard of this. When they descended to our land, they brought their love and devotion with them to the realms of mortals. They had many children, the deities of nature that inhabit the natural world all around us. For a time, life was peaceful. However, Izanami gave birth to Kagutsuchi, the Kami of Fire. She was horribly burned and suffered mortal wounds. As she lay dying, faced with her mortality, new Kami were born from her suffering. Kami that hid away from the light. When Izanami passed Izanagi... I am horrible with this. His rage, he struck down the child that killed his love. Unable to accept her death, he ventured deep underground to Yomi no Kuni, the land of the dead. Distraught with grief, he wandered in the darkness until he finally heard the voice of his beloved. Though unable to see her face, he begged her to return with him. She replied that she would try and ask the gods of Yomi no Kuni for permission to leave the land of the living. Incapable of restraining his desire to see her, he set his comb alight in order to look upon his lost love. What greeted him was the sight of her decaying, worm-eaten face. In horror, he attempted to... I know it's not. It's just I can't pronounce Japanese names very easily. He attempted to flee. Enraged, sent dark spirits to pursue him and drag him back to her. After narrowly escaping, he sealed the entrance to the place with a great boulder. So you see, it is our mortality that brings suffering to the world, yet resisting it is a perversion of the natural order. So the one girl that's still alive, even though she should be dead, is a perversion to the world. Being mortal means we must accept that we cannot control life and death. Good. I do such a thing. Detective, some things cannot be changed, and some doors should never be opened. You must stop. Grandma, you're talking about stories and myth. We're talking about real things. The stories might be a myth, but there's truth within it. Can't you see that? The things you pursue, they're unnatural, unclean. Heed my warnings and stop this foolishness. I won't let you involve my family any further. First, those jerk faces take my Emiko, and then you show up. Perhaps I'm being punished by my sins. Come here. Come, my sweet child. We must keep you away from her. Larkspur's on. No, Grandma, I already told you. I'm going to see Takashi. I'm an adult now. You can't tell me what to do anymore. No, you can't. You can't go. We must protect our family from outsiders, Mai. Yes. Isolate yourself. You're reopening old wounds. Leave us alone. Let us heal. Heal? You think I want to heal? Can't you see how much these lies have hurt me already? You're the one wounding me, Grandma, not Ito. You're delusional. You tell us stories about kamis and spirit. Takashi might hide things from me too, but at least he makes sense. This time he's going to tell me the truth about everything. About Mom and Dad too. No, stop. I'll tell you how your parents, how you can't, can you? You never told me how they died. The reasons always change every time I ask. No, Mai, please, you must listen. They might be listening. They're still out there, and they haven't forgiven me. Can't you see? They? What are you talking about? You're insane. I'm sorry. I spoke to you that way. I'll be back to check on you soon. Don't go, please. You're the only thing preventing them from hurting Grandma. Goodbye, Grandma. Well, we saw a dead crow outside. Mai might be the only reason why. I'm sorry, she's gotten much worse since you last saw her. No, it's fine. Why do you think she told us that story? About... Grumster does not like me. Izagami... Izanagi! I don't know. It was kind of creepy, wasn't it? She was talking about like she really believed it. Come, let's go see Takashi. I want to go check on the dead bird. Dead bird. Another dead bird. Still dead. Bye, Grandma. Whoa, where do you think you're going? Mai and I are leaving. What of it? Oh, well, you can't. I got a call from Mai's grandmother, and she says she's having health issues, so she has to stay. Didn't ask what they were. Wouldn't want to be caught fainting on my shift again, but it must be pretty bad if she called. Psh, psh. Mai's an adult. Her grandmother can't keep her here. Let's go. No, you don't understand. You're not going anywhere. Use violence. Go ahead, no visitors. Oh, gosh. I wonder if that guy is... Like, we can't leave. We don't have much of a choice. Wow! Oh! Well, my sanity and professionalism went down. What are you doing? Is he going to be okay? He'll be up again in a few hours. Why did he stop us like that? He's never done that before. Still, you shouldn't have done that. It's the only option they gave me! He'll be fine. Let's go. We can't just leave him here. What if he's hurt? Let's go. He might not be the only one who wants to stop us. But, fine, let's go. Wow. Okay. You've already... This is the face of someone I recognize. Got it. Alright, so... what are you doing here? Did she make you come? It's not like that, Takashi. It was my idea. I asked her to go talk to you, but you sent her away. This woman almost got you killed. You expect me to cooperate with her? Surely if you need to talk to me, you could come yourself. No, if I came alone, you just evade all my questions like you always do. Besides, there's something I need you to see. See? What are you talking about? So pretty. Where did you get that? Put it away. So you do know what it is. I knew you were hiding something from me. That's not true. I wasn't hiding it. It's not something you ever need to know about. Besides, why is she carrying it in the first place? Wait, don't change the subject. This isn't about Ito. I understand that you're upset with me, but we should talk about this another time. Furthermore, that mask has nothing to do with you. You're wrong. Back in April, when Mai was held at knife point by another girl, this was the mask she was looking for. A mask your family is connected to. Looking for it? I suppose I've been a fool to think that I could keep the truth of our family's past from you. The past? Does this have something to do with Mom and Dad? Yes, and so much more. I first saw that mask when I was a child, before you were born. The truth is, it belonged to a cult called the Kamenkai. Rivals is updated, of which our parents were members. Oh! A cult? You're kidding. How'd your parents get mixed up in that? I know how it sounds. I find it hard to believe myself. It was a group led by a guru named Chokimasa who promised a simple life away from the hypocrisy and falseness of city life. Our parents both had master's degrees, and my mother was on her way to earning a PhD. They chose to give up their lives and careers to follow this mystic and live at a compound. The Kamenkai was one of many such groups back then. I was a child and didn't understand, but when I think about how our parents were deceived and what they put me and Mai through, it's unforgivable. The mask was at the compound, but why they had it or what they believed it could do, I don't know. Do you think there were any members of the Kamenkai left who know? No, you see, there are no surviving members. They died, all of them, including our parents. They drank the Kool-Aid! I'm sorry, I don't remember much about it. One night, Grandma came into the room where we were sleeping, said we had to go. The compound was in the woods, so it was dark, and I could barely see, but she kept charging forward with Mai in her arms and me trailing behind. Once we were back in Tokyo several days later, Grandma told me our parents were dead. She didn't seem sad. It was as if she expected it. The government censored much of what happened, so I was never able to learn how they died. Me and Grandma didn't speak about it, ignoring it as if my childhood and everything that happened in those woods was all a bad dream. If it wasn't for her, we'd probably be dead with our parents. But ignoring what happened couldn't erase the anger I felt towards them. I wonder if they even cared what might happen to us. I think Grandma went in and slaughtered them. She seems crazy enough. As a high schooler, I spent more time trying to find out about the Kamenkai than I did studying. I thought that if I could understand why my parents willingly gave up their lives and abandoned us, I'd stop feeling so betrayed. But I was wrong. Nothing I found gave me any peace. Mom and Dad died while part of some cult? I don't believe it. It's true. Sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I guess that in hiding it from you, I was able to hide away my feelings as well. I think for Grandma, it was too painful to talk about. I believe she took possession of the shrine in order to live a simpler life. We had to keep it secret. There was no way we could live normal lives with the stigma of the common kai attached to us. I suppose keeping that secret hurts us both dearly. For me, pursuing kendo gave me some sort of measure of control over my life again. But Grandma, who made a choice to leave her only daughter behind, she always seemed to carry the guilt of it with her. She started going out at night, babbling about how she was looking for Mom. When she come home, she would have rotten stink on her clothes. Ooh, burying bodies, probably. I was too scared to confront her, so I tipped off the police. Ooh! They found her wandering in the sewers holding nothing but the mask. Oh, she was possessed by the mask and killed all those people. Ooh. The same from the cult compound all those years before and the one you hold now. I was shocked when they gave it to me. I hadn't seen it for so long, and all the unpleasant memories from my past came flooding back. That was when I decided to leave Kamakura. It was the only way I could move on with my life. That doesn't account for how the mask ended up with your grandmother in the first place. I don't know how she got it. It seemingly appeared out of thin air, or maybe someone gave it to her. She never said. I left the mask with her. It always made me feel uneasy. It had a strange aura about it. Wait, Grandma was looking for Mom? In the sewers? I don't remember any of this. You were in the dorms at the school at the time. Grandma's strange behavior was part of why I insisted on you going to those private schools away from Kamakura. I couldn't drag you into this madness of our past. We parted ways without ever speaking of it, and she was much better by the time you returned to Kamakura. Detective, what exactly is it that you're looking for? Surely our family's history isn't of use to you. I assume you heard about what happened to my partner. This mask was there again when he died. It's more than an ornament. I need to know where it came from. If that's true, then I want to help. Your partner. He seemed like a nice person. No, Mai. You've helped plenty, but I have to do this on my own. Ida was right. I apologize for not telling you all this sooner, but you can't get involved in something so dangerous. I already thought I lost you that day at the shrine. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you now. All right. Thank you for finally telling me the truth, Takashi. I'll head back for now. I hope you remember that I'm your sister. I may not remember the same things you do, but we're still family. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for your help, Mai. You're right, Mai. I'll come visit you soon. It looks like she's gone. Mai's not here, so there's no need to be coy. No doubt possessing that mask has taken its toll on you. Even in the brief time I was in contact with it, I felt an immense darkness behind it. I had such strange dreams, and I saw things I never would have imagined on my own. There was always an unusual air about it that I couldn't stand to be around. Maybe lying to Maya again makes me a hypocrite. All I know is I don't want her getting hurt. But like you said, I don't believe that mask is simply wood and paint, though I doubt anyone else would believe us. No one ever did, except for one man. On the street, there's an old cheese shop. Perhaps you saw it on the way in. An old historian named Yasuhisa is there occasionally. He was the only one who ever acknowledged what I said about the mask as truth. If you're looking for information on the mask, he might be the best person to ask. I never pursue the topic with him, but I speak with him occasionally about other topics. His mind is a vault of valuable information. Hopefully he can shed some light on what it really is. I hope so, but please, detective, be careful. Thank you for not being a jerkwad with me. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Hello. It's the mask you're looking for. Welcome to come sit down. No need to be formal and stand there like a statue. How can I help you? Are you Yasuhisa? Takashi told me to come speak with you. Oh, and how is Mr. Kawana? Still as prickly as ever, I suppose. I've always found him to be wise beyond his years, though perhaps not by choice. I digress. My apologies. It's the quirks that come with old age, you know. What does Mr. Kawana think I can help you with? This mask! I'm looking for a few things related to the Kamikai, a group his family got mixed up in. Ah, a more difficult question than you might expect. You see, there are two groups that share that name. The first, as you know, is the religious group formed by the guru Tokimasa. The second is an ancient order over 1,000 years old. What's this you're holding? Creepy mask. I was told it's related to the Kamenkai, the newer one, and that you could tell me about it. Ah, that explains many things, child. The far-off look in your eyes, for one. I imagine you have many, many questions. Masks are interesting, are they not? They are meant to be a disguise, and yet a mask cannot lie or contort itself to hide the truth. In that sense, it is the mask that is more truthful than the human faces we hide underneath them. Oof! I wonder how you came to be in possession of an object with such dark history. I think it might be related to a missing person, but I don't know anything beyond that. Ah, but that itself is the essence of history, layer upon layers of personal connections that are continuously peeled back to their root. Relics like the one you hold often take unusual routes to where they end up. Relic? If it's from the Common Kai cult from the 90s, then I hardly call it a relic. Misguided and deceptive though he was, Tokimasa was no fool. In order to gain new followers, he needed to give his cult historical legitimacy. He collected obscure objects and gave them new meaning that he could control in order to manipulate his followers. The mask was what he chose, along with the name of the group that created it. Interesting, isn't it? I feel like he's from the Common Kai. Yeah, I guess so. Only, I guess I was hoping you could tell me some other things about it. For instance, like, now that I'm about to say it out loud, it sounds silly. I'm sorry I bothered you. Don't be silly. You wonder, for example, why holding the mask seems to take you to another place. Or perhaps why you can see visions that don't seem real. Why you feel a strong will exerting itself on you. Ah, yes, I know all about those things too. How could you know about that? When Tokimasa was in possession of it, he believed it showed him a path to the realm of the gods. He wrote extensively on the subject. Though, unlike most, I don't discount such phenomena as the ravings of a madman when the phenomena repeats itself. Do you, too, look into the inky blackness and see familiar shapes in the shadows? Not shadows. I see and hear people who are supposed to be dead. I find things I couldn't possibly have found otherwise. Ah, most interesting. Tell me, detective. Oh, apologies. Do you mind if I call you that? I don't remember telling you I was a detective. Ha! My mistake. You must forgive me. A slip of the tongue. No, you know who I am. I believe it was the way you carried yourself. Determined investigators such as yourself have a sense of purpose in their mannerisms, you see. And you do seem rather determined to get to the bottom of whatever it is you're chasing. Tell me, does me telling you that your experiences are not an illusion providing you with any level of comfort? I'm not sure, but I do feel something. Maybe hope? Like it's finally I've got a foothold on solid ground? Ah, yes, knowledge is a light in dark places, is it not? To think of a relic of such importance would end up in a detective. Do you mind if I ask you something? Which do you believe? Are our lives controlled by fate, pre-measured threads that determine our needs, our wishes, and our ends from the minute we come into existence? Or, conversely, is our thread subject to the chaos inherent in the universe instead? Does it change according to our deeds and that which happens to us seemingly by accident? And do you believe it is fate or chance that decides which threads of life are cut short and which are followed? Well, yeah, I'm going to try fate this time. Yes, of course. Maybe you feel your life has somewhat out of your control as of late. Control, huh? To be honest, I don't feel like I've had much of that since the mask came to me. You said that the mask was made by the old Common Kai. Why? Confusing me can't be the purpose of what it made for. Yes, a more complicated answer that you might have wished for. Indeed, it should come as no surprise that the creation of such a mysterious object is equally mysterious. I know I can say the word, I just can't say it now. Perhaps you could do me a favor. Don't worry, it is in relation to this very topic. An important book has gone missing from my shop. If you could retrieve it for me, I feel like it could shed a great deal of light on the subject. What kind of book? A book of the missing variety. Sorry, I jest. It concerns the mask bearer. Mask bearer? That's me, right? Although you carry it, that does not make you its bearer. All will become clear when the book is returned to me. Sounds easy enough. Where should I start looking? Oh, you need to go far. The man who has it is right outside this building, in fact. As I said, not much of an errand, but I, of course, cannot leave my shop. He's right outside. This won't take long. I'll be back. The old tea shop next door. Isn't the place closed down? Close? That can't be right. What do you know about it? Pure conjecture on this one, but I think it might be owned by the kendo instructor from the dojo down the street, on accounts of him being the only one I've ever seen in there. You might not believe me, but I swear I saw him there chatting away to himself. He might be a little nuts. Then again, it might be some super awesome kendo meditation technique. Ah, why didn't I think of that before? Next time I ought to ask him for some pointers instead of spying on him, eh? Word through the grapevine is that he's a regional champion or something that is trained for some of the best. Lots of cops train with him, so he must be good. Maybe he's not so crazy after all. Speaking of which, I've got a crazy question for you. I know you said it was closed, but you know of anything about a book taken from there recently? It was led to believe that you would. Oh geez, go on. Like I said, the place has been empty for years, but I spent a lot of time outside of it, and half the time the doors were wide open. So one day, a few months back, I decided to take a look around. Nothing suspicious, I was just curious. Curiosity killed the cat, right? Anyway, it was all dusty and old, and there was some sort of weird stuff lying around. So I might have taken a little souvenir. I mean, it wasn't super old or nothing, so I figured no one would miss it. Besides, it wasn't for me. It was for my kid brother. That guy can get deep in the dumps sometimes, so I try to be on standby for when that happens, So I figured a little gift would cheer him up. And back where he was going through some particularly tough times, his wife, pardon my language, has left him and taken their kid daughter with her. He still doesn't talk about it, like he's in denial or something. Whoops, got off track. I was heading to visit him with the ill-gotten books when I got this phone call saying he was in the hospital. He OD'd on expensive sake and sleeping pills. Thankfully, that idiot decided to do it at the bar he owns with the door unlocked. A customer came in and called an ambulance. If it weren't for that, I'm sure he'd not still be there. It's quite a story. Sounds like he wanted to be found. Yeah, I think so too. I think he was trying to ask for help in his own way. In any case, I took the book to him while he was in the hospital. I wanted to show him that even when he was at his lowest, there was something out there trying to do something nice for him, I think it helped for a minute anyhow. As soon as the doctors let him leave, he went right back to that toxic little bar. I hope he's okay. He's got issues, but he's my little brother and I worry about him. He hasn't been answering my phone calls lately. Originally, my brother's ex-wife, had the brilliant idea to put his skills to work in the cheap part of town. Despite that, he's holding on to it with everything he's got. The place is slowly bankrupting him, but he won't let it go. All he's got to do is sign some papers and move on, but he can't. Something about it has its claws deep in him. I've been trying to get him to join me in my business for years. He's a great chef, and we could make a killing. Maybe it's not the same as owning a whole bar, but serving passerbys and getting the sunshine is good for the soul. Plus, food stands are doing really well abroad, I hear. Much better than wasting away in Shinjuku, at any rate. Shinjuku? Yeah, on a slimy little side street. Anyway, if that book is important to you, he probably still has it at his place. You want the address? Wait, I knew you looked familiar. Your brother's Daizo, right? You know him? Small world. It was probably the smile on my face that threw you off. Tell him his brother Haruto says hi. While you're at it, tell him Takioka stands are still the future of the cuisine, and to get his butt over here. I'll do that. Thanks for all your help. Hey! Oh, it's closed. Oh, he won't let me back in. No. Ah! Let me guess, you're going to force me to go. I can't choose anywhere else. I can't even go in this bar. Can't go in the locked area. Nope. It won't let me go anywhere else. Has now become the story. This is what you have chosen. This is the direction you go. Hey, Ayami, how can I help you today? Hey, Daiso, how things? Same old, same old. Funny thing, I met your brother while I was in Asakusa today. Haruto? You met Haruto? What are the chances? Who knows? Maybe it was preordained. Who would have thought? So is he still selling takoyaki at the stand? Did he say anything? He is. He said to remind you that his stands are the future of the cuisine and that you should go and help him. You talked to Haruto, all right. Always the optimist, that guy. I actually have a favor from you. Do you still have the book your brother gave to you a few months ago? The only thing that guy gives me is a headache. Not sure if I can help you. He said he gave it to you when you were in the hospital. What makes you think I was in the hospital? I didn't even go to the hospital for checkups. Besides, that dolt's bringing me stuff all the time. Always trying to drag me kicking and screaming over to where the grass is greener. This would have been more recently. After a rough patch. Maybe it was stupid to come and ask. Nope, it's fine. That idiot, always running his mouth. He's a traitor. Those were just some hard times. Nothing serious. I just drank too much is all. I'm sorry, Detective, but I don't want to talk about it. Alright, understood. I'm not here to dig up bad memories. Thanks. You were looking for a book, right? Truth is, I don't remember a book. I do remember Haruto giving me an old magazine, though, back in the hospital. It's one of those ones I used to read when I was younger, when things weren't quite so complicated. Wait here a second. I might have it in the storeroom. Dang it! Hold on. Amazing how much junk someone accumulates over the years. Maybe I should throw some of this old stuff out, huh? Here it is. Ooh! It's yours, Detective. Huh, no wonder I recognize that photo you brought by. It's the same girl, an idol named Ruby. Raina. No, Ruby. See, it says so right on the cover. Pretty crazy that it was still in my shop. Guess it means you're still looking for her. I wonder why we keep running into each other. Must be fate. I don't buy it. You're one heck of a detective. You must have a pretty sharp nose. If you say so, Daiso. Do you mind if I take this? Like I said, it's yours. About time I start getting rid of some of my old junk. Thank you. See you around, Ayami. Take care, Daiso. Okay. How does having a mask help me? Or not a mask. Have a book about the mask help me. I can't even look at my inventory. I don't have an inventory. So it pushes me back there. Because it won't let me go anywhere else. Back to Aksuska. Hey man, welcome back, Detective. Is that my book I see in your hands? Guess I'm a little surprised. Are you trying to tell me Reina is the mask bearer that you're talking about? It's hard to believe. Does it surprise you? After all, it is she whom you see in the dark, is it not? The dark. That's what the collector called it too. How did Reina get mixed up in all this? All I know that fate has intertwined the girl's life with the forces in the mask. The machinations behind those circumstances are a mystery, I'm afraid. People always see history or something in the distant past, involving older men in black and white pictures. But that book and the girl is just as part of history as the rest. The threads that connect the past to the present and people to each other are not always apparent. But peel back the layers of connection and the randomness of the universe neatly orders itself. A teen idol, an ancient order, the tool they created, the detective who now holds it, all form a neat and tidy line. Reina was some sort of idol living in Tokyo, not part of a sleeper cell in some cult. It doesn't add up. On that, Detective, we can agree. So why don't we start with the beginning? Whew! With how the mask ceased to be a mere object, the story starts in ancient times in the year 1333. At that time, Kamakura was the capital of Japan. Led by the Hojo clan, it was a time of peace, prosperity, and enlightenment. Peace among men is cyclical. I think that's how it's called. And like so many before them, and so many after them, their time of peace came to an end. The Nida clan, loyal to the Emperor Godaigo. Godaigo, go! Led a siege against the Hojo-controlled Kamakura. Thank you. Taking the city... See, I don't read enough books to know how a lot of words are pronounced. The downside is I read enough that I know what the word is and how it sounds in my head. But then when you try saying it out loud, it's like... the word. Taking the city as the tide receded and left the key passage open to the invaders. My pronunciation is vastly more important. I realize that we have not had music this entire time. Have some ominous sound effects. It's been honestly just this type of music in the background. Just wow. I am not performing well today. Nothing out of the ordinary. The Hojo clan fled to the caves of their family temple. For them, there was no hope of victory or escape. They chose to retain their honor. Instead of surrendering, the 870 Hojo samurai, including the last 3 regents, committed mass suicide. However, the Hojo and Nida clans, embroiled in their quest for the empire, could not see the roles they played in the plans of another group, the religious sect known as the Kamenkai. It is said that the flames of Kamakura, a girl, was seen wandering the streets, observing the carnage of the burning city. A girl lost to the histories, who went by the name of Chikako Chijo, the last survivor of the Kamenkai. Okay, so whatever the Kamenkai were trying to do, they failed. I mean, they all died, right? No, they did not fail. Everything went exactly as planned. Chikako Chijo did not survive by chance. She was chosen. Chosen for what? To receive the blessing of all the spiritual energy that so much death afforded. To become the first mask bearer. Mask bearer? The Kamenkai used the deaths of all those people to create this? Why? I try. Again, I do it how it's pronounced in my head before I can actually say it correctly. So every time that we get a new person in here on Twitch, just to come in and everything, I'm like, I'm going to butcher your name, but I'm going to try pronouncing it. And you can tell me if I'm wrong. Legend has it that the Kamenkai sought to contain the door, a rift leading to the spiritual realm, where our consciousness ceases to be and time holds no meaning, a place where cause and effect could be changed. Why? Why spend so much human life and give up so much to do that? To stop it from being abused. Imagine being able to see the world as a god, so that the flow of time and the rules which govern our world are no consequence. That is the power of the door. To a mortal mind obsessed with the finality of death and meaningless accomplishment, such power could corrupt absolutely, a power over death. So a dark place was created to obscure the door and hide it from mortal eyes, along with a tool to control and see within the darkness. It's true, isn't it? All of it. It sounds like a fairy tale, but it's true. Finding the door could be the key to bringing Tanaka back. Oh gosh, she's now getting wrapped up in it. Some doors, no matter how strongly they call us, are not meant to be opened, and the Kamenkai willingly gave their lives to keep it that way. The mask opens the mind of all who come in contact with it, but is intended for its bearer. Using it to find the door may destroy you. Maybe you're right, but I could at least use it to find my way into the dark, just like the collector said. The only thing I don't get is how Reina is connected to it. That is a mystery. As Mr. Kiwara told you, the last known location of the mask was in the Kamenkai cult only a few decades ago. Much was suppressed about the Kamenkai under Tokimasa. They existed. Then on March 4th, 1996, they met their end. There are many theories that the police killed them during the raid of the compound, or that someone within the cult snapped and murdered the others. Nothing is conjecture, I'm afraid. The real answer lies somewhere deep within the police records. And though I remain curious, it is not something I have access to. Perhaps the best place is to start there. Darn it! Finding out about the last days of the Kamenkai may help light your path to the truth. Though I wonder if such an object bred from suffering can truly put an end to it. Is it you who can finally break this terrible cycle? I've spent a long time here. I'm tired. So tired. Farewell, detective. And he just vanishes. Poof! I'm gone. Goodbye! Sitting there comfortably, the historian Yasuhisa casually laid out everything I experienced like he was reading it from a book. A mass suicide, ancient groups, a door to the spiritual realm. Sounds like a myth, an interesting story to travelers in a bygone era. It's hard to believe it relates to Kazuki and Reina. I can't understand it. The bridge between the Kamakura samurai and a young girl. He said Reina fits in the story. She's a mask bearer? But how? Yasuhisa, the collector. I thought when I met him I entered their world and could start to understand, however faintly, what was going on. But my intuition as a detective tells me they're hiding something from me still. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I need to keep going. What day is it anyhow? How long have I been chasing these leads? Day turns to night and hours bleed into each other. Even the seasons don't seem to follow the natural order anymore. Everything's blurring together. My head. Should I take my medication? Impossible though it seems, following the old man's hunch is my best bet to finally understanding the mask. Even Takashi didn't know what happened in Kamenkai. Hey, finding out about the police report is the best way forward. A few weeks ago, it would have been easy for me to ask around and pull a file. It'll be more difficult now, I imagine. What's the worst that could happen? I should head to HQ and see what I can find. Oh, goody, everyone! I get no choice but to head to headquarters. Straight up just sends me there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Funny, me and some of the other guys were just talking about you after practice the other day. Specifically, we were taking bets as to how long it would be before you showed your face again. Shame. You coming here now cost me 10,000 yen. Not that it matters. Ever since you left, things are looking up for me. I won the last department kendo tournament, and I've been enjoying my promotion. Oh, and thanks for the new office, by the way. Anyway, non-active duty cops, or you in other words, ain't allowed in HQ right now, so what do you want? Ah, this just gets better and better. Begging me for a favor, huh? Kinda figured you might someday. So what do you want me to do? Sneak into the evidence locker? Steal your gun back for you? It's like I'd do anything for you. The brass have already told everyone in the station to steer clear of you. You're considered bad luck for people's careers. Well, myself included, I suppose. Wouldn't expect anyone to do you favors from here on out if I were you. And I'd rather not have some people see us talking and think that we're all friendly or something. Now get out before I have to call someone down here. Threatening with violence in a police station. How well do you think that's gonna go? What am I supposed to do here? I'm surprised to see you back. How can I help? Let's start with the historian. I spoke to Yasuhisa, the historian. You're right, he knew about the Kamenkai and the mask. Takashi, what is he? I don't understand your question. He's one of them. Them? Ito, are you alright? He's just an old man. What else would he be? No, Takashi, you must have noticed. There's something off about him. Like the collector, but no, not exactly like him. I'm not sure what Yasuhisa told you to scare you off like this, but I've known him for years. He's a bit eccentric, but too philosophical for his own good, but he's harmless. Allow me to offer some advice. What you're feeling right now, it's not him. It's you. The more time I spent researching the Kamenkai in the past, the more I begin to feel the world has gone mad. But it hadn't. It's continued to turn on its axis as it always does. It was me who became unhinged. You could always walk away, detective. Some mysteries aren't worth solving. I was told your dojo trains a lot of police. That's right, I train many of them personally. You know Akira Tari, a detective from Tokyo HQ? Ah, yes, the detective. I know him quite well. A man with a great deal of innate talent in martial arts. Though that talent is offset somewhat by his, how shall I put it, brash personality. Brash is a very diplomatic way of putting it. Sorry to put you on the spot, but Tara is just about the only usable link I've got left in the police force, and the one person who's trying to stop me the most. Seeing as you train with him all the time, I was hoping you might know something that would change his mind, if you know what I mean. Are you asking me to help you blackmail? Beyond the obvious reasons why I wouldn't help you do that, I also happen to think it wouldn't work. You might be surprised to hear this, but he actually lives a fairly straightforward life. His excessives are nothing that would draw any scrutiny, at least not among his fellow officers. I hear he's engaged to be married soon as well. Someone actually agreed to marry that slime? That poor girl. Yes, very nice girl. Apparently, they're quite happy together. Oh, let's see how long that lasts. May I ask what this is? What it is that made you feel so strongly against him? Did to me? You should be asking him that. Ever since I started, he's looked down on me and never missed a chance to remind me how he's felt. I ignored him because I figured if I worked hard enough and earned my promotion, it would shut him up once and for all. You eventually got this promotion, I take it. Well, did he shut up like you thought? No, he got worse. Started with him spreading rumors about me sleeping around in HQ, and then there were various complaints to my supervisor. He couldn't stand that I won. It's all falling apart now, though, huh? He got my old job, and every time I see him, he has that smug grin on his stupid face like he's mocking me. So you hate the fact that, at least in his mind, he was right. Something like that. He's not the first person to think a woman didn't deserve a promotion I got, but it stung a little extra when he ended up at my desk. I thought as much. You're not saying you think that brown-nosing, sexist, lazy, good-for-nothing jerk actually deserves my spot, are you? No, I can't judge the inner working of a police force. But from I heard, it recently wouldn't be the first time an officer didn't earn the promotion honestly. Often I watch my students spar and I notice some interesting trend. You see, usually the outcomes of matches have nothing to do with their skill. Is there a moral at the end of the story? Patience? You see, two students will face each other, but before they even draw their swords, they've decided the outcome. Students rank each other and themselves based on practice, their social status, their schools, or any number of things before they enter my dojo. A student perceiving himself as stronger will always be more relaxed, more ready to attack, while the student who has resigned himself to defeat desperately defends. It's not skill or merit that wins the battle, it's expectations. Do you see where I'm going with this? I do, but I'm not sure if I like it. You're saying that unless I can break his perception of me, I'll keep losing. Exactly. For a man like Tara, who expects certain things of women, you define him at every turn. But if I suck up to him and play the part, it might throw him off guard enough for me to win this fight. Sounds about right? Very perceptive. Here, this should help. Sake? It's a gift. Ah, so flattering. I barely even know you. I suppose I could order to degrade myself in front of scum like Tara. I could use a drink. It's not for you. It's for Tara. Ah, and here I was thinking you were being nice. This is a very expensive brand. As a matter of fact, it's his favorite. A gift for his promotion. A promotion he stole. A promotion into my position. Think of it as a way to throw him off balance. You can't strike at his heart unless he drops his guard, after all. You know how to play the role he expects of you. I suspect you know how the type of woman he likes. Much as it pains me to admit, it might work. Thank you. Drink! Drink it now! Glug glug, woo! Well, it gave me the option to drink it right then and there. What outcome would that bring me? We'll have a happy one! Yeah. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm sorry. That's it. I've heard enough of your... What? You heard. I'm sorry. You're a good detective, and I never did congratulate you on your promotion. Here, this is for you. I get it. So you think bribing me is going to work, huh? Ken no Michi?
That's a bottle of Kendo Michi? No way. It sells out in weeks. Even my family rarely manages to get a bottle. And they knew the people to ask. How'd you get it? That's not important. Consider it an apology for how I've treated you in the past. I present this to you in a way to formally hand over my old position. It's clearly in better hands now. But... Dot, 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 dot. Ito. Get up, will you? Ito's fine. Just get up already. Okay, I accept your apology. I didn't know you felt that way. I meant, in light of recent events and all, it's a long overdue. Guess with all the stress you've gone through, the delay is understandable. Glad you finally learned to manage your emotions appropriately. Thank you for your kind words. Once I return to the department, I know I'll have much to learn from you. Hey, it's a little early for that kind of talk, don't you think? We don't even know if they'll let you back in the force after the hearing. Yes, I suppose you're right. I shouldn't have spoken so brashly. Ooh, she's doing the head bows. Oh, that gets you right in the gut for Japanese people it does. Ito, stop that, please. I always thought you'd be a better cop if you listened to your fellow detectives a bit more. I suppose there's a lot you have to learn from me, eh? I know you're right, detective. I was so brash before. That's probably how I ended up here. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for dropping this by, Ito. To tell you the truth, it's been a tough time for us all. It's better if we stick together. We're on the same team, after all, right? Maybe once you're back, you and me can partner up? Oh. One can only hope I'll be so lucky. Right. Look, I gotta get back to my office. You need anything else? I was thinking, but I couldn't possibly bother you. You're busy. It's fine. I can handle it. Go on. I know I shouldn't, but I've been doing a little research. It's in an unofficial capacity, you know. I was just wondering if you could pull a file for me. You know I can't give you access to the system. You're suspended, and besides, it'd be against regulations, and I guess if you stay on the side of the counter, I could get Ishibashi to help you. Don't think this means we're best friends or anything. It's just repayment for the Kendo Michi. Oh, thank you. But Detective Tara, I wouldn't want to impose on your busy schedule. She's playing the part so well. She's probably deep down inside, oh, this is disgusting. Again, stand up. Saki, I'm going back to my office. Look up the file Ida wants. Log the search query in my name. Got it? Yes, sir. Of course. I'll be in my new office all afternoon, so direct any calls there. Clear? Yes, sir. I think he's gone. Dang! I mean, I've twisted some guys around my finger before, but that was something else. Don't think it'd take long to get your office back if you keep working that magic. Alright, listen to me very closely. It's very important you teach me how to do that for professional purposes. I think you're right on your own, Saki. Ooh, fine. Be that way. Anyway, you got Tyra's sign-off. What did you want me to look up for you? On March 4th, 1996, there was a raid on a compound belonging to a cult called the Common Kai. I'd like the official report plus anything else you can find on it. Wow, that's some heavy reading material. I'll get right on it, boss. Doesn't seem like there's much to go on here. Looks like there's only one file. Righto, I'll put it on a USB for you to take it with you. Just don't tell anyone. It'll be logged under the other guy's name. Why would it matter? Here you go. Thanks, Saki. I owe you one. You owe me more than one. See you around. Trophy, get! Yeah, she's being sweet. Thick on syrup like that. Woo! Some days you never know if you're the one being played by someone who's capable of doing something like that. I can't do anything else. I want to pet the cat. Use the USB stick. Something doesn't smell right. Alright, let's read what this thing says. Debriefing report, incident report. Code number, who cares? Reporting officer, redacted. Agency bureau and address, redacted. Date of incident, report is on the 9th, so 5 days after. Approximately 550. 5:50 in the morning. Tasked with raiding compound belonging to cult known as Kamenkai, located in Redacted. Mission details redacted. Arrived to discover 12 bodies dead on arrival near compound, including cult leader Shinji Umezawa, aka Tokimasa. Other bodies include 6 females and 3 other males of varying ages, along with 2 children. Cause of death redact 2 children. 2 other children and 1 adult considered missing, may be dead. Other survivors redacted. Personal effects collected at the scene of crime included a mask and several other ritual objects. Raid considered a success. Cult known as Kamenkai's activities have ceased. Surviving members have been rescued. So 2 children and the missing adult might be grandma and the kids. Other survivors redacted makes you wonder about that one. There's a raid on the compound. All that's left is this lone debriefing. It doesn't add up. Not to mention so much of what here is redacted. Officers arriving at the scene found 12 people dead on arrival, including Tokimasa and Mai's parents. Where are the details about how they died? Not to mention the report itself was filed almost a week after the raid. So why aren't there any autopsy reports? It says here too. I keep reading that. It says autopsy. I'm like, no, autopsy. Right. Dyslexia, man, really gets to me. It says here 2 children and 1 adult are believed missing. That must be Mai, Takashi, and their grandmother. Guess that means Takashi was telling the truth after all. So many people have been hiding information from me. It's almost a relief. Still, for such a short report, it raises a whole lot of questions. The list of the dead, their cause of death, if there were any other survivors, what else they found, it's all lost. Even the location of the compound has been classified. All I know is that the mask was found in the middle of the pile of dead bodies. What happened there? Why were they covering it up? Something tells me I gotta go ask Grandma. The report is unclear, but it's obvious that the mask has a part to play in those 12 people's death. A young girl's suicide in Shinjuku made me aware of the dark, and I know now that the ancient mask can be used to find the door that may be the key to getting Kazuki back. Learning about those 2 facets of the mystery was supposed to be enough to show the way to the dark, but even though I can feel the dark, something is still wrong. A piece is still missing. My gut tells me that the missing information I need has to do with what happened in the Kamenkai. I have to make the Kawana woman talk. She's the only one alive who can tell me what happened that night. Oh. I don't need to take... Yeah, my sanity's fine. I'm stable. I don't have a need to take any more pills at this moment. Plus, even though the sanity drops by 10, or sorry, my sanity would be more stable. No, it would actually hinder my investigation skills. Hey, I'm back! You still alive in there? Hello? You! I told you to stay away from my family. Don't drag my grandchildren into this any more than you already have. Stay back! I have questions about the Kamenkai, a group your daughter and son-in-law were part of. You're the only one alive who'd remember. Kamenkai? I don't know anything about it. Leave me alone. Grandma, enough. Listen to yourself. Do you even realize what you're lying here anymore? Takashi told us everything. And you, Ito, just because this investigation is important to you doesn't give you the rights to barge in here. Your grandma and I need to talk. If it upsets you, maybe you should go. No, I'm not going anywhere. This is the house I grew up in, as much as mine as Grandma's. If you have something to say, you can stand in front of me. Just a little while ago, I found out my parents died in some cult, and no one even knows why. You think hearing that was easy for me? I want to help you, Ito, but all the deceit and lies are starting to hurt people. What I'm chasing is so much worse. Tell that to the poor man at the station. He's in the hospital now, terrified out of his wits. People aren't here to be used for information and then throw away while you move on. They have lives too. And bringing up the past can hurt. Surely you of all people understand that. I do, but ignoring the past won't make it go away. And there's unfinished business from the common kind that needs to be taken care of. But what left is there to talk about? Everyone's dead, right? I promise to talk to you about this later. For now, let me and the detective talk. Go on, you were cooking us dinner, weren't you? Alright, we'll talk about it later, but I'll be in the other room if you need me. Leave the door open so we can hear it. So you found me out. Now that Ma knows, I suppose there's no point in keeping it a secret any longer. The truth is, my daughter never would have joined the Common Kai if it weren't for me. I convinced her and her husband to join. I was already a member. Ooh, Grandma! At the time I joined, my husband had left me and I lost my job, suddenly leaving me single, unemployed mother who could barely support her daughter. That's when Tokimasa found me and told me the society that stigmatized and shunned me was a fiction, a great machine to be fought, and that my very soul was at stake. Of course, he used me when he did everything else. He used me as he did everyone else. I desperately wanted to hear that my struggle weren't my fault, that Common Kai stole everything from me, my youth, my mind, and my child. And then one day in '96, they all died. The cause of death was buried, and no autopsies were performed. Or if they were, they weren't. They were hidden. Why? That's simple. The government didn't care about some dead cultists in the woods that covered it up so the papers wouldn't sensationalize their deaths. That's it. After everything I found, you expect me to believe that? 12 people died that day, and no one knows why. What happened? Tell me the truth. You want to know what happened so badly? Fine, I'll tell you. They died for nothing, following in the footsteps of a madman who believed life was an illusion. As word of their compounds and groups being raided spread, Tokimasa began warning us that the end was near. He believed the world was collapsing, and it was time for him and his followers to abandon the flesh and find purity among the gods. My Emiko, she didn't die for some conspiracy. She chose death because she no longer had an anchor to reality, and it was my fault. Beyond that, I don't know what happened to them. No, you do know something. In the reports, it says that after the officers cleared the bodies, they found the mask. The same one you handed me 6 months ago. Ooh. Tokimasa always kept it to himself, saying it granted him sight into the realm of the kami. I needed it. You don't understand. It allowed us to see strange things and people who were gone. Their guru was a fool, a fake, but the mask was real. There was a rumor that the cult members were killed by one of their own. Surely you didn't. No, you don't understand. I would never kill my own child. I didn't take the mask. It was given to me. One day a man, some journalist or such, showed up at my door carrying the mask. I couldn't believe it. I begged him for it, and he stood there smiling at me. His eyes were none I had ever seen. It was strange. All he wanted in exchange for the mask was a picture of Emiko. The collector! When I joined the cult, I was forced into giving up my possessions and only had one left, but I gave it to him nevertheless. I thought if I had the mask, I could find her, that maybe she would forgive me. As soon as I had it in my hands, my mind opened. I could hear her voice. So you went into the sewers chasing after her, thinking you could save her. Takashi told you that as well, did he? Yes, it's true. Emiko was crying out to me, begging me to find her and free her from that dark place. I would have given anything to hold her in my arms again and plead for her forgiveness. I don't care if you believe me or not. I know! That collector is weird. Just like Kazuki is calling out to me. I do believe you. We're probably some of the few people left who know what the mask is capable of. If you really thought it helped you find her, then why'd you give it to me? Because I was wrong. At first I only followed whispers. Then I found myself in a strange labyrinth, chasing after her shade. The days bled together. I lost track of my grandchildren. The shrine. It was an illusion. No matter how hard I tried, I never found her. I only became more and more disconnected from the world around me. I descended into madness. I was being used again. just as Tokimasa had used me so many years before. I tried getting rid of it, throwing it away, burning it. None of it worked. It always came back. And when I did, the visions and whispers only got worse. So I put it out of my mind and tried my best I could to live a life of solitude and ignore the screams of my daughter. Then you came. And when you did, the mask was screaming out in the voices I've never heard before. I thought it was a sign, so I gave it to you. I didn't even have time to breathe a sigh of relief before I heard a gunshot ring out. No one else ran. I think I was the only one who knew that sound for what it was. I thought the mask was punishing me once again by taking Mai away from me. Instead, it had passed tragedy to another. I'm sorry, perhaps the knowledge of the mask should die with us. There's one other person who knows about the mask, a girl named Reina. Does that mean anything to you? No, I don't know anyone by that name. Do you expect me to know everyone who's been touched by the mask? No, but you were involved with a group that worshipped it. Are you sure you're telling me everything? Yes. What good will accusing an old woman do? Unless you're chasing someone too. That must be it. Mai told me you lost someone. Your partner in the police, is that it? If I'm right, then I suggest you stop your search. The place I was shown by the mask was not meant for the living. I barely escaped with my life. Whew. I felt a sneeze coming on. Stop while your mind and body remain intact. What if I told you there was another option? What other option? In the months since I met you, I've had time to examine the ancient texts in the shrine. And as the mask got further away, it loosened its grip on my mind. I knew it would someday make its way back to me, and so I became determined to find a way to protect myself and grandchildren from its influence. The darkness of the common Kai and their ritual object are but manipulations used to sever our connections with what is truly divine. The mask breeds darkness. Dark forces can invade all manner of living and non-living beings, driving them to violence or death. That which is evil cannot be used or tolerated. It must be destroyed. It is the only way to save us from its grip. Destroy the mask? I thought you said it couldn't be done. Not physically. Grandma, is everything all right? I overheard you talking about the mask again. Yes, dear, but you needn't worry. In fact, it's good you're here, as this talk involves you. Mai, you've trained in exorcism and purification rituals for quite some time, haven't you? Such a ritual could purify the mask and turn it into a mere piece of wood. Given we gathered the right materials, of course. I can tell from the look in your eyes that you think me to be senile, but I'm quite serious. Even moderate rituals have ancient roots, and with enough conviction, they are still capable of great powers. Before I was content to die as long as the mask didn't hurt my children, as long as I was too feeble to do what was necessary myself. But now, seeing you here, I see a second chance to do what is right. If you truly know what the mask is, then you must help me destroy it. Slow down. I didn't come here to be involved in a ritual or exorcism or whatever you call it. I only want the truth about the common Kai, which you still haven't given me. You're a stubborn one, aren't you? So be it. I see there's only one way to change your mind. The only trace of what happened on that day would be the common Kai compound itself. The records of its location are lost and were never made public, but I know where it is. What's the catch? Go there, search for your truth, see what worshipping the mask has wrought. When you return, you will help me destroy it. What makes you so confident that I'll change my mind? I went back once, years ago. Yeah. In all honesty, I'm not sure why. Perhaps to remind myself of my sins. What I saw and felt in that place, it was tainted by darkness and death. Those two things are all the mask will bring you. And there's something else. I had a feeling you'd say that. The heavy, unnatural air I felt when I returned to the compound. It had the same stench, the same quality of the tunnels where I searched for Emiko. Sounds like superstition. So what exactly is it you want in exchange for the information? I believe the energies of the mask in that place are linked. I want you to bring something back from there. Anything. It might help with the ritual. Looking for the truth not bring you peace, detective. Purifying the mask very well might. Remember that. The compound is in the forest of... I have no idea how to pronounce this one. Aoki... Or Aoki Gahara. Aoki Gahara? Hey, that's the suicide forest.
Wow! How did we not figure that one out?
Suicide forest? What a dreadful name. Though I suppose those woods have seen their fair share of tragedy and death. You know, you can't just go charging in there. It's dangerous. What if you get lost? GPS doesn't work in there, and I've heard even compasses won't point north. Not only that, but, well, a lot of people go there to die. I don't think you should go. You two keep talking about the mask like it's an evil spirit causing you pain, but I think the pain you're feeling isn't caused by the mask. It's just you. So many nights after that girl died in the shrine, I had nightmares. Every corner I went around, I thought I'd see her there. It wasn't a ritual or charm that made me feel better, though. I just stopped listening to the fear. I confronted it. When you took me to see Takashi, that was the first time I've left Kamakura since April. It's embarrassing to admit, but I was scared. And yeah, Takashi telling me all that stuff about Mom and Dad was scary, but it was the truth. I wasn't hiding from some demon I invented myself. Anyway, I know you might not listen to me, but I don't think you should put yourself in danger just so you can keep chasing your demons. Maybe you're right, but some demons have a way of spreading to others. Seeing the Kamenkai compound is something I have to do. Well, it's your choice, but... Oh gosh, I can never pronounce it. Aoki Gahara is huge. How are you going to find one compound? Mai makes a good point. It's been a long time. Are you sure you remember where it is? Of course I do. I know what you two must think of me, but I'm not senile. It's a hike away from a bus stop on the outskirts of Narusawa. We used to go into town occasionally for supplies. Several miles from the bus stop, there's a clearing and a path you use time to time by the Forest Service. I'll draw you a map before you leave. It continues for quite some time, and eventually it will be blocked off. Keep going forward and don't turn back or leave the path. The forest can play tricks on you. Supposing the path is still there, it seems incredible to me that the compound would have been left alone all these years. It still stands. After all, why would they bother to go and dismantle it? Go, search for whatever truth you think you'll find, but be careful, detective. Do what must be done, then leave. Staying there is dangerous. I hope that once you enter the place and feel the energy I did, you'll have a sense to see what I never could. You understand, don't you? The mask must be purified. Part of me wants to say it depends on what I find, honestly. But I understand. Good. I'll begin preparations for the ceremony regardless. Mai, see her out. Bye-bye. Are you going to talk to Mai now? Yes, I do. She's never said anything like that to me before. You really must have scared her. Listen, I'll help with the ritual because I think it'll help Grandma get better. But don't get yourself killed. I know in your eyes I'm probably just a kid, but I know how much it hurts to want the truth. Takashi's obsessed over the past, and I was miserable not knowing. Grandma almost went insane on top of that. Grandma said it herself. You're still young. You should forget all about this and start over. And you might not want to hear this, but listening to you two talk about the masks and spirits, well, you sounded like that girl at the shrine. It scares me, and it should scare you too. Take care of yourself. Can I go to the shrine? The bird's not there. Oh, they won't let me at the shrine. What a darn shame. Let me... my investigation skills is great. I want to save. Whoa! Better known as Suicide Forest. Despite its nickname, the volcanic earth makes the forest beautiful and green. Every year, however, a large number of people wander into it, intending to be their final resting place. Occasionally, authorities have to comb through it for new bodies. Ooh. Wow, it's off the map. Finally, this must be the path the old Kawana woman was talking about. See? This can teach you something. I'm being educational. If your story was true, all I need to do is follow it to find the Kamenkai's old compound. Let's hope it's just that simple. No time to sit here and think about it. I need to get out of these woods before nightfall. Ooh. Thank goodness I'm following a linear path. Go left, young man. Haven't you been told? Three statues covered in moss and undergrowth. Looks like one is missing. Ooh. Depiction of Ojizos. A depiction of Ojizosama. It's said that praying to these statues can help guide the souls of children who died young. They look so old and forgotten. It's kind of sad to see them abandoned like this. How could these statues help anyone out of such a dark place? Okay, so the forest has a historical reputation at home to Yurei, ghosts of the dead in Japanese mythology, at least since the 1960s. It's been associated with suicide, known simply as Suicide Forest, gaining a reputation. Most used suicide sites. Because it was assigned at the head, some trails urge suicidal visitors to think of their families and contact Suicide Prevention Association, sometimes referred to as popular suicide site in Japan. 2003, 105 bodies were found in the forest, exceeding the previous records of 78 in 2002. Sheesh. 2010, they recorded 54 confirmed suicides. More than 200 attempt suicides are said to increase during March and the end of the fiscal year in Japan. Out of 100, as of 2011, most common means suicides is hanging, overdose. Officials have stopped publicizing the numbers. Yeah, I'm surprised what they haven't done was set up a motion sensor that goes off for the police in kind of like segments, kind of like giving them a heads up to know that someone is actually presently going in actively at this moment, so they can send a squad up there, kind of like, I don't know, like a fireman squad. How many people go up there as tourists? I believe it, but still have like people nearby. Oh, good. My psyche's starting to look a little odd. She's back. Reina? What is she doing here? Where am I? No, anywhere but here. I don't want to remember this. Why now? Ayami, why'd you come here? You left me to die again, haven't you? If you're dead, how can you die again? It was your fault that this happened to me. You're so selfish. You never care about what happened to anyone but yourself. People who get hurt along the way are just collateral damage. It's all about you and what you want. You. You're not looking for me. You only want to hurt the girl, to hurt the old woman, to see everyone who gets in your way to suffer. That's not true. I would have done anything to change what happened to you. Make it go away. I can't bear to look at it anymore. Make it stop. I don't want to remember. What a great idea. Remembering hurts, doesn't it? Let me take away all that pain. Let's forget together, Ayami-chan. Why won't it let me do something other than let's forget together? I want to look something up real quick before I progress in story here. Doesn't mean anything. Just keep going right. An Oji-sama statue. Feel a familiar presence as I pick it up. I wonder if I can actually return it. Just keep going down the... What? This was back when we were in the hospital earlier. Or at least this was the cutscene for it. Oh. Use the way you were sleeping? I thought you'd never wake up. Where? Kazuki, thank goodness you're okay. I knew I'd find you. Find me? What are you talking about? I haven't gone anywhere. I saw you on the ground. Reina, she slit your throat. That must have been a heck of a nightmare you had. Nothing a good cup of coffee won't fix. Speaking of which, I fixed the coffee machine so you can officially file that case as closed. You okay? You look a little out of it. Take your time getting ready. I'll be in the other room. Thanks. What is this? I was looking for something, wasn't I? Why can't I remember? My heart's beating a mile a minute. I can't shake this feeling of dread that's hanging in the air. This is real, right? I want it to be real. I can't select anything else. Welcome back to the real world, sleepyhead. You're not dressed. You didn't forget about our picnic, did you? Picnic? We were going to have a picnic in the park and see the cherry blossoms, remember? I know it's not exactly traditional, but I figured we could grab pizza on the way over, too. It's an important time of year, after all. Did you forget that, too? Don't you remember when the cherry blossoms fell and you saved those two girls at the shrine? You're a hero. Saved? No. I'm no hero. She died. I killed her. She always trying to stop me from... Kazuki, something doesn't feel right. This isn't where I'm supposed to be. Of course it is. We're together. The sun's out. We got Lady Fluff. Yeah. My sanity's going down. Isn't this what you wanted? With your parents gone, Lady Fluff and I are the only family you've got left. Oh gosh, they're mixing things. This is where you belong. And we love you, Ayami-chan. You can hear the whisperings. It's creepy whisperings. That's why you come with us. Come on, we gotta get going. Go, where are you taking me? Somewhere safe. Safe? Why? Where was I going? Where's the path? The path isn't for you, it leads to suffering. So let's lead the path and be happy forever. I can't pick anything else. Oh, where are we going? Isn't this nice? We're all here like one big happy family. We don't need anyone else. 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 It's better this way. Stay here. Stay here, stay here. Swear it's safe. Stay here in Radayami. Kazuki, what's the matter with you? Nothing is the matter. We're exactly where we need to be. It's all so wonderful. I've taken you somewhere safe, just like I promised. Far away from places you don't belong. You'll stay here so you can't hurt anyone else anymore. Free from all those pesky, painful memories, so let's forget together. Lie down where it's comfortable and stay there forever and ever and ever. No. Ignoring the pain won't make it go away. Kazuki wouldn't want me to forget. He'd tell me to keep going. I know this place. I've been here before. It's drenched in the same suffering as it was then. Reina, why did you take me here? Why won't you leave me alone? Why do you want to hurt me so badly? Why did you come here? Don't make me remember. I'm not sure which one to pick. It'll only choose this one. All the other ones are done. Stop! I've never felt Reina's presence so strongly before. If I didn't come to my senses, I might have... Why now? What's in this forest that she doesn't want me to see? Sanity, sanity. Nothing here but insanity. Just keep going down where we're learning all about. The air completely changed when I placed the statue with the others. The forest doesn't seem so dark now, but I can see it clearing up ahead. Is it over? Reina, are you still here somewhere? Creepy children! This must be it, the Common Kai compound. I finally made it. Looking at it now, but I can't help but feel underwhelmed. For all the secrecy, classified documents, and foreboding stories, all I see are drab, gray structures in the forest clearing. But it's eerie. Over a decade ago, 12 people died here, and this compound was left standing as a grim reminder. It gives me the creeps. I should find what I came here and get back before sundown. What was Reina trying so hard to prevent me from finding here? Probably her body. Oh, I'm going up. Whoa. Hello. It's me you're looking for. Room 1, room 2. Wah! I can't let my daughter be in the ritual. Oh my. That's not for you to decide. You know her importance, what the guru says she can show us. But she's my daughter. Tokimasa hasn't told us what he's going to do to her. She's our daughter, Hisako. What if it doesn't work like he says? She's so young. You doubt him? Now? It's because she's so young that she was chosen. Her mind is not stained by regret, sadness, or corruption. She's perfect. I think Reina was part of the sacrifice. I know that. And why hesitate? The guru tells us that we're approaching the moment that will bring us true peace. The culmination of everything we worked for. Somehow your child is the focal point. He says she will be granted a sight even more profound than his own. She can lead us. I want to make sure she's okay. He promised me she'd be safe, but now I'm not so sure. The guru will make sure she's taken care of. She'll want for nothing and be blessed with new sight. It's the only way. The world is on the brink of ruin. There's no time left. My own children will. Emiko, don't worry. They'll be safe. No, my own mother betrayed me. She dragged my children away to die in the filth. I'm sorry. I must be strong. Soon we will have no more worries and transcend our flesh. You know, won't you? I saw you outside when he told us. Yes. All the things I studied, they were only ever used by corrupt people to control one another, to hurt one another. Soon we'll be free of all that. We'll escape the suffering of the world and be reborn. And it will be Reina who will show us the way. She'll be the bridge. You're right. I always knew she was special. Even when she was growing inside me, I could feel it. Promise me again. Promise me she'll be taken care of. Okay. I don't want to press any further without actually investigating other... Mommy! Reina! Where were you? I missed you. Keep your voice down, sweetheart. I can't stay long. Why not? Don't you want to stay with me anymore? Well, that's complicated. The guru thinks it's best if we're apart for a while. He has big plans for us, and you especially. Who cares about all that? Honey, it's not that simple. Why not? Why won't they let us be together? Because you're so pure and perfect. I know you love me, and I'm no good. If I stay with you, he says I'll corrupt you. But I'm so weak. I wanted to see you. It's our little secret, okay? Okay, Mommy. Is it my fault you can't stay with me anymore? Oh, Rita, of course not. It's me. You're going to be a big, important person someday. I can't hold you back. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now, but someday you'll understand. Tokimasa has big plans for you. He told me himself. He said you'd be the key to everything because you're so pure. Remember why we left the city? Because everyone is mean and out for themselves. They're all stained by corruption, but not us. Not you, anyway. I thought you said we were going home. We can't. Tokimasa says the great machine's done for. That all those corrupt people will kill each other in wars and we'll be left. But you'll be there to guide them soon. You've been chosen by Tokimasa. Die? I don't want anyone to die. Me neither, sweetie. But like he said, he has figured out a new ritual and you'll be able to help everyone. I don't understand. Why are you saying all these weird things? Now, Reina, it's not easy for me either, but it's not about what we want all the time. If you do this, it'll help me. You want to help Mommy, don't you? Yeah, I guess. Exactly. So let's smile, okay? Guess what? What? Before the ritual, there's going to be a big celebration just for you. It'll be a big feast. What's that mean? It means the big meal where everyone gets to eat all the food they want. It's like a party. Doesn't that sound fun? I guess so. Then I can come see you again. Do you promise? Yeah. Afterwards, we'll all go out together for the ritual. All together? I thought you said it was just me. Like I said, sweetheart, you've been chosen. Tokimasa says you'll gain the sight to guide us to salvation. Okay. Hey, don't look so sad. You'll get me crying if you do it. If you don't want to see Mommy cry, do you? No. Good. Reina, I need you to listen to me now. I want you to have this. It's Mommy's amulet, the one I've kept since I was little. I want you to have it for the ritual. When it starts, I want you to hold it and keep your eyes shut, okay? If you get scared, just hold it tight and think of me. But the amulet's yours. Don't you need it? What if something bad happens to you? It's more important that you have it now. Promise me you'll do what I asked. Golly! That's messed up. Here, hold this tight so that when I'm butchered, you'll remember me. I promise. Let's make a pinky promise. Okay. And you know what happens when you break a pinky promise, right? Yeah, you said my pinky will fall off. I need to count her fingers now. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? After tomorrow, things might be different. Hey, welcome, Alpha. Maybe even a little scary, but it's not all bad. The most important thing is that Tokimasa has told us that we'd be together. I love you, Reina. I love you too, Mommy. Oh, they're gonna die. Oh, they're gonna die. She's been given the gift of immortality to watch her mother die over and over and over. Oh, gosh. Who do we got? Who are you? Oh, Reina. Maybe you shouldn't be here. Huh? Why not? The feast isn't for you. It's for us, the impure who must prepare themselves. Tokimasa says the impure must purify themselves by feasting it and expunging the darkness from their bodies. If I can remain uncorrupted, and even someone worthless like me will be able to ascend to a higher plane. I don't think you're worthless. Everyone keeps telling me I'm so special, but no one visits me anymore. Where is everyone else? Are they hiding from me now? The others are with the guru, preparing themselves for tomorrow. Don't worry, Reina. Everything will be clear tomorrow. True, just to let you know, this is a psychological horror game, so if you're not good with this... Gah. To return Breaking Dawn. Finish reading it early. It's very nice. Awesome. I know nothing about it. What's it about? There's nothing to fear. Hey, can I have a little of that? The great Tokamasa instructed us not to give you any food at the feast. Oh, don't you see? You are pure. The feast, the indulgence of it, is there to test us, to show us that we are corrupt through the stains of impurity. It's a reminder of how the great machine of man keeps our souls shackled and chained. Those who are cleansed must not turn away from the righteous path. Right, but... Last Book of Twilight. Ah! I still know nothing about it, outside of what the movies have shown with the sparkling vampires and the werewolves. Again, I don't know anything. You are very lucky. Yes, so lucky to be in Tokimasa's favor. He chose you. He chose you to be the bearer of the mask, to see the great door to the pure realm. Those other children who were taken, that too was a test, to find the most pure among you. You understand, don't you? I don't know. Oh yes, of course not. You are but a child. Tokimasa says you children are much wiser than us, that your understanding of the world is untainted. Where's Mommy? Mommy, ah yes, I imagine she was with the guru. She's in need of the guru's love. Yes, her mind has gone astray of late. At such a key moment. The guru will show her the way, don't you worry. Mother, father, sister, brother, it doesn't matter. We are your family. You should go back to your bed. I don't know why the guru let someone so important wander freely. What if something happened to you like the others? What others? Do not fear, child. The great Tokimasa's prophecies will come to pass, and there will be nothing to fear very soon. You should go sleep, child. And remember, do not eat this meal. It's food for us, the pitiful. Alright, what do we got? I mean, vampire goes to light, dies a slow death. No. Vampire goes to light, turns into a disco ball. The motor wants to move. Well, I mean, that's Groundhog Day effect, as it were. But no, this game, I'm learning a lot of what it is. The small little girl, I don't know how to say it, just can't die. We shot her in the head, and she's still alive. Like, bullet to the brain, as it were. She's still alive. So now we're discovering what happened, as it were. Lots of dialogue. What's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that? You'll pass. You don't want to watch it. It's okay. So it's October. We're in Spooktober theme. The games that we play will be creepy and scary at best. Until at least November. So yeah, our streams will have a lot of spookiness to it. Lily, when she plays, she's playing medieval. It's not really a horror game, but it does have horror elements to it, such as, there are zombies and other things in it that she cuts down and all that. Dark Knight, he's playing Outlast, which is absolutely horror-based. You don't want to watch that one. Mine are, I like more of the psychological horrors where it messes with your brain, because standard horror is more like, okay. Psychological horror, it's like, oh, they're doing this, why? Oh, they're doing it because of that. Oh, wow, just oof. And I stumble with the Japanese names. It's not October, it's Spooktober. I do need a lot more practice in that. So yes, and then Atherin has been playing recently a Carnage-based game where he's the monster going around attacking things in a Metroidvania style. So there are horror elements to all the streams that we are doing, specifically in October for Spooktober. We look forward to this every year as it comes up, having fun with all that. So, Pokemon Legends Zeta A came out the day before yesterday. I want to get the game. I don't have money right now. A lot of my money is tied away with problems. Bad Gromster. Bad. Horror. Horror. Roar, 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 roar. Roar, 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 roar. Spooky. It's a horrible game. Explain. Explain, because I thought from what I've seen, it seems interesting. I'll let you guys talk. I'm going to keep going. Nothing. It's nothing. The ritual is soon. It will be a time of great change. Go away. Why? Tomorrow you will guide us, but look at you. So young. We must be resilient. Fear is a pure emotion. All forms of life feel fear. To fear is not weakness, but a test. You are testing me. The guru is wise. Are you okay? You're looking at me funny again. It's nothing. What do you want? Do you know where Takashi is? Weak. They're weak. Don't think about them. Don't cloud your thoughts. You must remain as you are. You needn't worry. Tokimasa will guide us. Just wait. What's wrong, Emiko? Oh, Reina, what are you doing here? You scared me. I'm sorry. It's alright. You didn't mean it, did you? Pasted on the buildings, just 2D pasted entries, windows, doors, walls, rails. You can't even go into stores anymore. It just brings up a window. You don't get to talk to anyone. The textures are just horrendous. No. There's nothing to worry about. Do you want something? Why isn't Takashi or the baby here with you? He and his sister were not meant for the path of purity. Not like you. It's the night before the ritual. I must unburden myself from thoughts of them. What's unburden mean? Unburden, Reina. It means I have to forget them. Yes, forget the children, Emiko. Become too attached to our offspring is part of mankind's great machine. It is a lie. This was the test. They did not pass. You must. You're so close to our goal. Yes, of course. I will not shackle myself to meaningless connections. Reina, don't worry. Tomorrow is the great ritual Tokimasa has envisioned. And you're the guest of honor. Everything will be alright. Really? Yes, of course. Now run along. Wait. That was it? That's all I get to see is just all that stuff? So, Reina was part of a ritual. What's this? Looks like a simple wooden amulet. How did I not notice it before? Oh, the wooden amulet of... Wait, what is this? I feel strange. Like I'm back there again. Ooh, cutscene. Yay! Do I get to see everyone? Dead bodies. There they are! Shredded by the masked child. Yeah. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Where am I? The forest path? I saw things. I started running. When I found the amulet, it cut away the fog that's been surrounding me and showed me the truth. The mask, the Kamikai. Reina was there the whole time. They all killed themselves and made her wear the mask. That day was when it started, when Reina became the mask bearer, when her suffering truly began. I have given you fair warning, this is spooky season. November will be more peaceful, I promise you. It's good seeing you, Alpha. I hope that you're doing well. I mean, you've been away for a while, so I'm hoping that things are okay. I'm also hoping that Nate is doing all right as well. I know that he's taking a break from streaming as well. I haven't seen him online, so I'm hoping he's doing okay as well. So, but it's good to see you. If you're interested, come back in November. We'll have happier streams then. And I'm sorry, I know it's kind of spooky, but yes, I'm trying to give you fair warning. If it was earlier earlier, like last month, I was taking a brief break in that because I needed to clear up some stuff around the house and everything. So that was like before October hit, I took a small break due to things happening around here. I need to get stuff done. But once November hits back in, we'll all be on happier streams. And for the sakes of things, I'll go ahead and show you schedule. These are our time frames and our streamers. DK is back, and he's looking forward to being able to stream on Tuesday nights, which he's currently doing. So we have basically 5 days of the week that we're streaming on, which is nice. I'm hoping that we might be able to hit 7 days one of these days. That way we can have a stream a day for everybody. But this is our current thing, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday nights, roughly around 7 on Central Time Zone, and then Saturdays at 8 a.m. This hasn't really changed. Pokemon sweepstakes only for this month. I have not heard about that. Is that like on the Pokemon page, or is that for what's it about? This is the creepy footstep sound that I needed for the stream earlier. I like this. Map is small. You can run across the whole map. In 10 minutes, the whole map. So it's just in the city? Z to A is just in the city? So it's just a city game. I've heard rumors that it should have every single Pokemon in it, though. How on earth are you supposed to capture Pokemon inside of an urban city? Again, I hear lots of rumors on things. I'm not sure if any of them are the truth. But, again, I've heard that Z to A is supposed to have all the Pokemon from all generations as a constant battle game. It's kind of like Campbell Chicken Soup crossover. Grand prize is switch to Pokemon Legends Z to A, Pokemon themed bowl, and a can with Brock on it. Nice. One need to get 8 cans to be able to Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Pikachu, Mewtwo. So, Pokemon ZA will not have every Pokemon, include 230 Pokemon in the base game, plus additional ones in the upcoming Mega Dimensions DLCs. Okay. So rumors are just rumors, and this game does not have it's not a full base game, as it were. I did like Arceus, honestly, being able to run around and throw concussion balls at things. I'm sorry. I call them concussion balls. You go hiding in the tall grass and you carry the ball closely, you aim at the face and go, and it was a heavy ball too, and you threw it like concussion, whack, oh. Yes! When I played Arceus, every time I caught a Pokemon, I would use the heavier balls, and I would throw it at their face. And it had a high capture rate for sure. I would call it concussion balls, because since it caught them, it knocked them out. Like, oh, that's it. Lily hated me for doing that. She's like, stop hitting them in the face. I'm like, never. But I'm not the only one. I've seen comic strips of people who say that the Pokemon are like, hold on a second, that's tall grass over there. It's like, what's wrong with tall grass? Isn't that where we hide? It's like, no, that's where trainers reside. And you see a trainer just sitting there with a Pokeball staring at them in the tall grass like, here, Pokemon, 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 Pokemon. It's like, okay. I'm not the only one that came up with the idea of that. There is another one that they said, what's the easiest way of capturing a Pokemon? Hit them with the Pokeball so hard it knocks them out. And other Pokemon trainers like, I'm like, that's me! I'm the one that's like, hit him with it! Hit him with the concussion ball! I know you shouldn't be knocking out your Pokemon, but what difference does it make if I hit him in the head with a Pokeball? Which actually, when you think about it, if you're capable of knocking a Pokemon out with a Pokeball, how strong do you have to be considering that they battle each other with elemental forces? They might hate me for it. Nah, they love me. I put them in wonderful areas. When they come out, they're like, where am I? I'm like, you are in a safe place. There's food over here. There's water over there. Plenty of other Pokemon friends over there for that. It's like, sweet. All right, then let's go. Or at least all the Pokemon I've been with have not had an issue with me. Anyway, I'm going to return to the game. I'm going to try to find a save point and pretty much wrap this up because it is, what am I at? 2.5 hours into this, and I've got stuff I got to get done around here. So yeah, Alpha, thanks for joining. I'm going to keep carrying on with the spookies, and we'll see what happens from there. So if you head out from here, it's good seeing you again, and I look forward to seeing you again on other streams. So, all right, that's when our suffering truly began. The pulse of the dark has changed again, and the fuzzy image I had before had snapped into focus. Everything I need to put an end to this is in my hand. Yes. Yeah, but that's requiring you to lose. My Pikachu never lost. Save point? Should be, yep, a mask is rotating up at the corner, up top of the screen. That means the game is saved. How long has it been, I wondered? A man in a sewer, a girl with red hair, and a detective chasing them both. No, I'm not a detective anymore. Only a puppet stupidly dancing on his strings. Never! Well, here's the thing. If I hit them with the Pokeball, I expect them to stay in the Pokeball. I don't expect it to break and then pop out and be like, nope, you ain't catching me. I want them to stay in there and not waste my Pokeballs. If I got the Pokeball back to use it a second time, sure, I'm going to go after them differently. But no, if they escape, you're getting a concussion. They get over it. That doesn't sound like me. I'm so stretched out, it feels like the slightest breeze could topple me. Each time I get close to the truth, something drags me away. Maybe all those horrible things that haven't happened yet. I'm just riding the train home where Kazuki will be waiting for me. In another life, maybe there's a Naomi that's happy. Instead, I'm stuck in the life I got. I don't know how much more I can take. Did I really see all those things in the forest? Was that real? Has any of it been? I don't know anymore. Every time I get a handle on the rules, something comes along and breaks them. There were things I saw. Things I couldn't have known about Tokimasa's Kamenkai on my own. With me, there's a little wooden mask that so many died for, and now I'm planning to use it myself. It doesn't feel right. It was her pain that I felt again in the compound. Even now, the dark doesn't seem so unfamiliar. I can feel it calling to me. It must have been the moment that changed everything, the focal point of all her misery. The dark is steeped in that same torment, the suffering of a scared little girl. I wonder if it's the real Reina I've seen, or if it's the girl long dead. Either way, whatever is left of her in the dark whatever is left of her is in the dark with Kazuki. My only chance to see Kazuki again is to go in those filthy tunnels and find the door. Only then will I have any hope of using it to change his fate. I'd be walking to a trade where the other side has their hand behind their back. I'd be forced to accept the cost without question. Kazuki Kanaka, the man I have suffered so much for, has been silent. To him in the door, I'll have to use the mask. I've seen what Reina's become as a result of the mask. Would that happen to me? Now that I know the way, is that what I really want? That horrible object was made out of suffering. 2 different groups fled with it to the death of innocents. Why play its game? The entirety of the new Kamenkai died for it. It drove me and the man I love to the darkest depths we've ever known. Why should I destroy it? I know why. Because I'd be destroying Kazuki and Reina along with it. I've done everything I can to prepare myself, but there's no more time to think. It's time to put an end to all this, one way or another. Shinjuku and Kamakura, the 2 places where my path started, are also where it has to end. This is it. I need to choose. Will I follow the path further into the darkness or the return to the light? Okay, so this might actually be endgame content. I'm just going to keep streaming. I might actually be right at the end of the game. I have no idea. Okay, so Kamakura is... The Kawana clan claim they can purify the mask and rid the world of its evil influence once and for all. They didn't say what happens after that, though. What'll happen to Kazuki and Reina? That awful alley in Shinjuku is where the nightmares began, and it holds the entrance to the dark. Oh, so I am near the end. My only chance to find Kazuki is return there with the mask and find the door. Maybe it's the way to put an end to all this. Well then. Where do you guys want to go? You guys want to purify the mask or you want to delve into the dark? Oh, what I've got like 2 people watching. Okay, so far it looks like Grumpster's here. I think Coffee Mom had to pop out by the looks of... Oh, nope. Coffee Mom's here. Well, it's okay, so Coffee Mom wants to delve into the darkness. The question is, do we want to purify the mask and potentially just... That's it. We're done. Here's what purifying it is. That's one side of the story. Or do you want to delve into the dark and see where the darkness leads us on this bright and beautiful Saturday morning? Dark death, dark death. We're going to the dark. Okay. We shall purify the mask some other time. I wonder if we get to say goodbye to people. What's up? What's up, lady? Better sound the alarm. The detective is back. Every time I come here, you... Don't sweat it, detective. I'm just busting your chops. Besides, it's not my problem anymore. Go dark, yes. Huh? I'm out of here. What, the other job? The sketchy one. You did it. Nope. Probably won't believe me, but I actually took your advice. I find it hard to believe myself. How flattering. Didn't think the hard-boiled detectives would be so thin-skinned. Yeah, anyway, where are you heading? Don't know, but I think I'll leave the city. My big dreams kind of got drowned out. Now it's hard to be here and not fall back into old habits. Like hitting the old reset button, right? Reset button, huh? I could use one of those right now. Boop! Things gotten that bad? I don't know yet. Probably. The only way to find out is keep moving. Yeah. And the other leak that I went up there to fix too. So, we'll see. Anything I can help with? Hey, don't give me that look. I mean it. No BS this time. Thanks. But I think I have to see through the rest of my problems on my own. Then why did you come here? Couldn't tell you. I guess I've been kind of gotten wrapped up in this place. Sounds like you're the one who needs to lead the city. Bad places lead to bad memories, leads to bad decisions, if you ask me. And I'm an expert on bad decisions. Well, gee, thanks. We're about to go into a bad decision ourselves. Considering when we first met you were on your knees, I didn't ever think I'd stand here being all, I don't know, friendly with you. Good luck. Nah, you hold on to your luck. Looks like you could use it more than me. See you around. Yay! I got a trophy for being nice. I think. Or at least saying goodbye to people. Bah! Oh, hey, I'm in perfect timing. Diesel, what's all this? Looks like you're all packed up. Like I said, perfect timing. I'm closing down. Oh, and this is good. It's great. To be honest, the last time I saw you, I was kind of slipping again, you know, down memory lane, but in the worst way possible. And I remember our conversation the other day, how you said your attitude is the seasoning that flavors the food and all that. That sounds a lot more poetic than I would have said it, but yes, I remember. Anyways, I realized the only flavor that could come out of this place is bitter. Real bitter. Then crazy thing, my wife comes in after refusing to see me for years. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh is right. Funny. She looks so much older than I remember. Guess I came to a bit of revelation then when I saw her. I was clinging to this place, but for what? A life that I haven't been living. For a what-if that'll never happen. I realized giving up was keeping this place going, not the other way around. I guess some people do have happy endings. If you call crippling debt happiness, it wasn't cheap to run this place. At least that wedding ring I pawned took care of the rent for a short term. So what are you going to do now? Well, Haruto's always bugging me to join him on the road with that takoyaki stand of his. You didn't seem so keen the last time we talked. Well, you've had a change of heart. Have you been talking to Haruto again? No, I could just see it in your face is all. He's always been my biggest supporter, so I figured at least I can do is give the old lug a shot. Besides, with his help, I'm getting back in my touch with my daughter. Things aren't all rainbows and daisies, but I'll get there somehow. What about you? Me? What about me? Did that Idol magazine I gave you end up helping you? It raised more questions than it answered. I doubt I could help you with all the complicated stuff you do. Cooking was all I was ever good at. It's like you said, though. Keep following through till the end, right? Yeah, I guess so. Take care of yourself, Daizo. Don't be a stranger. Come by Maya and Haruto's stand sometime. Yay! I got another trophies for talking to the guy. I wonder what trophies I'm missing for not going down the other way. Ah! Hello? Oh, like it's you. Who, me? Yeah, you. Yep. Whoa, can I, like, give you a hug? Hey, no need for that. Please don't touch me. Why so touchy-feeling all of a sudden? Detective, sir. Ma'am, I would never, like, feel you without your permission. Forget it. Why exactly are you in such a good mood? Oh, you noticed that, huh? Ta-da! Well, I don't get it. Are you a magician? No, I got a promotion. Can you tell by my new uniform? It's exactly the same. Wait, a promotion? You got a promotion? Yeah. Like after you came and talked to me, the manager saw us and was like, whoa, this guy's helping the police. Said I was really, like, respectable and whatever. And I found that key. To the dumpster? Tja, turns out I had a spare in my pocket the whole time. Of course you did. Of course you had a spare. Well, better you than someone like Tarya. Who? No one. Congrats, kid. I think you're really going places. Thank you, sir. Yay, trophy! Gosh. Kid gets a promotion. Alright, time to go creepy. Whoa. Dun dun da da dun. Dun dun da da dun. Was it the common guy who put this here? Or maybe the dark created it? These marks were never meant for me. Reina was trying to find her way back, like leaving breadcrumbs in the forest. Sometimes I wonder if this well went anywhere at all before Reina found it. The first time I came down here, I was so sure that I would save Kazuki alone that I didn't think about what I was doing. Am I doing the same thing now? That's the third time I've had to go down this joint. Blah. When I found Kazuki's body, he was wearing the mask. She made him wear it as she had been made to. Even after all the suffering she went through herself, she did it anyway. Can I really forgive her?
I'm back.
Welcome back. Kids okay?
I guess so. They're not dead.
Yay! That's always a plus.
By the way, it's raining. It will rain all day.
I heard forecast. Rain, rain, rain. She so desperately wanted to avoid getting lost. When I was here last, I saw Kazuki. I heard him call to me. What was it he was trying to say? Was he begging for help or begging me to stay away? He was begging for me to stay away last I remember. This time it'll be different. It's no longer leading to a shapeless tunnel. Raina is down there. I can feel myself being drawn to her. Okay, can't go that way. Shouldn't be in an eternal loop this time. Okay. Yeah. Open doors. Oh, I'm sorry. And now we have a staircase to the bottom. To the bottom. To the bottom of the game. Nothing else. Nothing popping up. Ooh, 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 what was that? What was that? What was that? I saw that. Hello.
Go deeper. Dun, dun, dun. Dun. Down, 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 down.
Past all the stuff going into a place where we are gonna die. Da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 dun da 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 da. I can't go back. They won't let me go back.
They'll never let me go back, Jack.
Hey, it's that figure in the background. The good luck figure.
Dun, 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 go deeper. Go deeper.
As I trudged through the oppressive, lonely place, I slowly became aware of someone else. The dark woke up and began to shudder as if racked with quiet sobs, and I felt a numbing sadness spread through my body. The sensation I felt in that place was familiar, and I knew right away why. Raina. She sat there like a lost little girl, like she'd been there for a long time and didn't know where to go. There was no fights in her body, no way for her to lash out. In that place, we were equals. She rose to her feet when she saw me, her gaze looking confused and desperate. She was the start of it all, everything I had gone through. I put an end to it, one way or another. Hello? It's me you're looking for. So you went anyway, huh? Even though I told you to leave me alone. Why are we both hazy? Why couldn't you just forget it and leave me alone? Ah, so that's it. You want to keep hurting me, right? I hate to burst your bubble. If it's revenge you're after, it won't work. Nope. Can't blow my brains out down here. The dark won't let you. I see my figure is stable and hers is kind of waving a little bit. Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Did you bring your little gun all the way down here for nothing? Are you disappointed? I didn't bring it. There's no point. I didn't shoot you when you took Tanaka, and I won't now. Ha! Don't try to trick me. That doesn't mean you don't want to. After everything I tried, to think that you would be the one to show up here in the end. Funny, isn't it? Isn't it? After all, you were supposed to be a guest star on my little show, a temporary addition to liven things up a bit. Then you kept showing up uninvited, digging up at every sharp thing you could find to poke me with. Now I can't get rid of you. See? It is funny, right? No matter what we do, we're forced together again. You gotta make the best of it. You're right. We can't avoid each other forever. Fate's forced us together, so all we can do is see it through to the end. Even when I saw you in the forest, you were down here, weren't you? Where else? Welcome to the end of the line. I don't understand. It's awful down here. Why didn't you try and get back to the surface? Why would I go back? What would be the point? When I do, I look around and I don't even recognize it anymore. The streets are different. The sounds have changed. Everyone I knew and never cared about is gone. You don't know what it's like. Every day the same. I'm feeling all my old pain again and again and again. People don't change, no matter what, no matter how much time goes by. They all still look at me like I'm a flea-bitten dog to be kicked around and ignored. They hate me. In the end... Yes? We have thunderbolts and lightning outside. I need to hurry. In the end, I'll end up back here anyway, so I fight it. At least down here, nothing changes. When I was little, they said everything would be okay if I had the mask. But then Mommy died, and the police took it away from me, and nothing's gone right since. No one ever cared about me. The police, the foster homes, the other girl in the agency, they all hated me. They all wanted me dead. You're just like the rest of them. Only someday you'll grow old and die, and I'll still be here. Unless you give me that mask. It isn't that simple. Having the mask isn't going to solve your problems. It is that simple. Everyone always tell me it can't be simple, but why not? None of this would have happened if it weren't for you. If you'd just given it to me in the first place, you wouldn't have lived your stupid little fantasy life. Instead, you had to be a hero and get involved in something that was none of your business. Why shouldn't I use it? Are my problems not as important as yours? That's it, isn't it? Everything's about you and making your life happy again. I won't let you be happy. I won't. If you won't let me, then fine. But I'll keep hurting you. And if you think it's bad now, you don't know the half of it. Or you can give it to me and go on pretending to be happy while I find the door again. Again, you've seen it before. I don't know exactly you think it's going to happen when you find it, but everything I've found tells me it's dangerous. No, you're wrong. The door isn't for you. The collector said so. He said if I had the mask, I could find it again. He said that if I found a shrine belonging to Kawana, that I could find it. So you met him too, Reina. And he wasn't trying to help us. He must have been toying with us. Shut up. You don't know anything. He told me the mask would let me see the door again. Just like the day Mommy died. They put the mask on me and I kept my eyes closed like Mommy told me. Even when people started getting sick and crying. Then I saw it. The door. Even with my eyes still closed. When I looked again, I heard Mommy's voice. And I knew if I found it, everything would be okay. I opened my eyes, and it was gone. They took the mask, and I saw Mommy on the ground. She wasn't moving anymore. Like a doll. It was all my fault. It must have been. I did something wrong, and he told me that if I found the mask, I could make it right again. Now I'm being punished for being a big screw-up, for not being pure like they told me to be. Except people like Higashi. They shouldn't have hurt me. They should have left me alone. I had to punish them. But I just wanted to stop. I wanted them to stop. Yeah, I wanted to stop them from hurting me. That doesn't make me bad, right? You understand, don't you? The funny thing is that if Takano was here, he'd understand. Even after everything you did to him. That's the kind of guy he is. Reina, it's not all your fault. This is beyond you. It always has been. That's why Tanaka was so intent on following you from the start. You weren't just some orphan girl. He somehow saw the darkness that was behind you. If only he had told me, I could have been there for him, helped him. But no, you could have helped me, Ayami. He was helping me. He was gonna save me. Then why? If he was helping you, why hurt him? I didn't want to hurt Tanaka. It was the only way to bring him here. The same way I brought you here. I thought I figured it out. But my white knight abandoned me. Went somewhere else. Turns out it was just another stupid idea from a stupid girl. What you did to Tanaka was wrong. You can still make this right. You brought him down with you that night. Where is he? I don't know where he is. Just tell me what happened from the beginning. It's hard to remember. Please try. Nothing's gone the way I thought it would. When I went back to Shinjuku, I remember how I ended up in the dark. I knew what I had to do so Tanaka would be with me. Only the mask wasn't awake. It wasn't loud like in Kamakura. So I made you come in the tunnel with me, and Tanaka so it would wake up. Then I slit his throat and went back down in the dark, and I waited. Tanaka woke up down there too, but the mask was gone. He was alive? He was like me. Oh, I thought he was. At first, he seemed okay, but then he started wandering around, staring into space and talking to people who weren't there. Poor Tanaka. I think I broke him, Mayami-chan. So he's down here. Tell me where he is. You don't get it, do you? I don't know where he is, and I don't care. Tanaka abandoned me. Even when he was here, he kept mumbling over and over about how he was going to help you. He gave you something, didn't he, that traitor? How else would he be able to find me? He even said he saw the door, but he didn't take me there. I hate him. Why did he leave me? To think Tanaka would help a stupid little girl like me. It was dumb to try and bring him here. The collector said I'd find the door at the mask. I just didn't want to be alone, that's all. Now you're here, so I guess the mask is too. I didn't need him after all. He's gone. You're wrong. I can feel him here. He's waiting for me. You can't? Maybe he's at the door. Please take me there. Don't leave me. The mask opened the dark and took me straight into Reina. And now that I'm here, I can feel it pulsing like a heartbeat. The door. The unknowable place where chance and fate have no importance. That's where Kazuki is. I know now what will happen if I lead her there. She'll get what she truly wants. She'll get to rest and finally be free. No more pain, no more suffering. Maybe that's what Kazuki would have wanted. I'm sorry, I am highly distracted. You guys may not be able to see it, but the rotating thing around us actually has a crop off point, and I can see it. Like the edges of the screen are just in and out, and the up and down of everything. I can see all the cropping points. It's highly distracting. Maybe that's what he would have wanted. But if I do that, the dark will change shape again, and any hope of finding him would be lost. He'd be trapped down here waiting for me, and I'd never be able to tell him the truth behind everything he suffered for. That's if the Kazuki Tanaka left here is the same man I love. Either way, I have to abandon someone. But it's my responsibility. I have to choose. This is a trophy, isn't it? Yeah, this is one of the many different endings I gotta go through. There's good endings and bad endings. Oh no, okay. Okay, so there's endings I don't have. Alright, so what do you guys want to see? You want me to rescue my beloved or save the girl? Who am I saving today? And that will probably be the end of the stream after that's done. Stretch. Stretch. Here in a minute, I might have to flip a coin. Fortunately, I have a coin nearby. Save the guy. The girl's toast anyway. Okay, so... Grobster, any input? I do have a coin, too, in case you guys hit that, you know, one way or another. I think Grumster might be out. So, save the guy. The girl is toast anyway. So, leave Reina and save Tanaka. Alright, here we go. I don't know if I'm a good person or not. At least I can... if I can find Tanaka, I can do something to help for once. One good thing. What are you saying? I can't save you, Reina, but maybe I can save him. So you leave me here after all. I'm sorry, Reina. You can't. Tanaka said he'd help me. He believed me. You have to believe me too. Help me, please. He wanted to help me. That's why he led you here. Maybe he did. Or maybe he was scared. Like we all are. I couldn't say. Either way, if I don't try to help him, then what all is this for? Why did I suffer like this? Someday I hope you'll find your answers. I don't want you to suffer, really, but Tanaka doesn't have a chance if I don't find him now. Goodbye, Reina. Wait, Ayami! I was right about you. I was right! You don't care about me! Ayami? Ayami? Please don't leave me here. Please. Oof! Making my way to the darkness. Ah, yeah. I did the only thing I was there to do. Walk away from her and didn't look back, although I could feel her eyes on me. The light was affected by her misery, and I knew that leaving her there would deepen the shadows. It was too late to atone for what I did to her, and someday I knew I'd come face to face punishment for it. I truly wanted to help her, but I couldn't ignore Kazuki's presence within that darkness. Kazuki, he's so close. Up and down, shadows and light. There's nothing here to orient myself. All I can do is stumble forward. I can still feel the door, but there's something else alongside it. Kazuki, I can't hear him or see him, but he's there, like a memory coming into my mind all on its own. Yet I can't see the door or anything else in this darkness. What if I'm trapped down here forever, lost like Reina and Kazuki? No, there is a way. The only way to pierce the darkness on my own, but I'm scared to do it. A tool forged in blood, a tool that bent my mind to its breaking point. It has become my last chance to move forward. The historian said the mask bearer could see the door. But I'm not the mask bearer. If I wear it, I will have to accept the consequences. Touching it alone almost drove me mad. What strain would wearing it put on my mind? Or I could turn back and try to find the surface and keep what little sanity I have left. The choice I made is simple. Turn back to the light or descend deeper into darkness. Coffee Mom! We need an answer. Should we... Oh, never mind. It only gives me one choice. I thought it was actually going to give me an option to get out of here. We were going to have to wear the mask. Our sanity is going to go down fast. We're putting on the mask. Creepy thing. Ooh. The mask wasn't a mask anymore. It was my face. She became the Joker. Yeah. The fact that the mask actually molded onto her face like that. That's creepy. I should be close to the end, right? Or at least an end? One of the endings? Something's changed. Memories of my childhood, feelings I've had, my sense of self, ripped out of me as I entered, fading. I have to focus. I'm still me. There's someone else here. Kazuki, is it you? Stay put. I'll find you. Kazuki? Kazuki, is that you? Kazuki, say something. You can hear me, right? What if Reina was right? What if he's already gone? Oh no. Kazuki, please. Who? I have no answer. Ito? Ayami? Ayami, why are you here? That doesn't matter. All that matters is I heard you and I'm here now. I can't believe it. It's really you? What's wrong? I'm sorry. It's strange. I feel light. The memories are coming back. I'm sorry. I need a little time. I think I remember. Yami, how are you here? You shouldn't be here. No, I probably shouldn't be, but I came for you. The way I got here, I remember it now. Yami, she didn't. No, I came here on my own, but I had to leave her in the dark. I'm sorry, it was selfish, but it was the only way to find you. That poor thing. I'm sorry I put you through all that. It must have been hard on you. Ayami, I can't remember clearly. I have to know what happened that night in the sewer. Why were you there? You know I was there. I was looking for you, but it was a trap, and I fell right into it. Maybe you think I'm a fool, but I was desperate. There she was, a girl I'd shot before, and you so helpless with the bag over your head. My head was swimming. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't shoot her, so I watched as she slit your throat. I let you die. I thought I could have done better in your shoes. What's wrong? Is it true? Is what true? That you went with her willingly? That you gave her the mask? Kazuki, I have to know. Did you know what would happen? It's true, but it's not the way you think. I saw her, a girl surrounded by an impossible darkness whom I've obsessed over before her death, and she was alive somehow, still wanting my help, so I went with her. I thought I found the truth, real truth, the kind of truth that lets us, that tells us why we're here. I didn't tell you because I convinced myself that it would protect you. Faced with the impossible, I dove straight in without thinking of anyone else or what the consequences would be. Now that we're here in this place, I don't think I have it in me to be angry about that. Maybe I should, but then I'd have to take a long, hard look in the mirror. Over the last few weeks, I've been grasping at straws in a world I didn't understand, didn't even know existed. All because Reina shattered everything I thought I knew. Step by step, I went after her, trying to figure out how some poor girl could be the focal point of everything that didn't make sense in my life. My mind raced when I saw her alive that night. Suddenly, the doors of possibility opened wide, and my world was no longer under my control. Then she slit your throat, and I watched, and I did... No, I hit the button too fast. I am so sorry. We didn't solve it, did we? All those formless shapes aren't any more solid now. No, but maybe that wasn't the point. What do you mean? Maybe we're not meant to know what... Maybe we're not meant to know what it all means. Yet here we are, trying to change something that can't be changed. The mask and the shape-shifting darkness. They were made by people who wanted control over the unknown. People like us who were confronted with a mystery they had to solve. Fate and chance, life and death, a march of time, having control over them is an illusion. Standing here with you, I understand that now. Guess that makes us lousy detectives, huh? Heh. Were we ever that good to begin with? I got myself kidnapped and you were dumb enough to follow me. Thanks, Yami. All those mysteries suddenly paled in comparison with the thought of having another day in our drafty apartment. Yeah. It was you who called to me, wasn't it? That night in the sewer? I don't remember. Everything since then is hazy. I wandered aimlessly. I was so tired and my body was so heavy. I started hearing other voices and seeing shapes in the darkness. Formless things that felt like people I desperately wanted to see, telling me everything would be alright if I kept moving towards them. Perhaps I haven't seen in a long time. One day I saw my mother. She told me she missed me and that I should keep walking towards the door and beyond. Did I ever tell you about my mother? She died when you were 15. She couldn't have been there. Still, I heard her like I can hear... I might have to end stream without having any... That's the thunder outside. And... Well, the problem is... Okay. So what happened was my screen blipped, and I thought, oh crap, the power went out, but the computer was still running. I could still hear the sound from the game. I was like, and then the screen popped on, but the screen froze here. Kazuki, what have we gotten ourselves into? Okay, so it's still going. I don't know, but I'm glad we're in it together. We're making a hell of a team, didn't we? Following each other into each other's messes. What I'm trying to say is Kazuki, are you okay? I'm fine. Don't worry about me. How about you? It's nothing serious. That never happened before. It must be reaching you. Ayami, thank you for fighting me, but you can't stay here. What are you saying? Neither can you. That's why I'm here, right? I did say I'm dyslexic. Thank you for coming to me. It makes me happy to see you. Happier than you know. I love you. Stop talking like that. You can save it for when you were back. Ayami, stop. I'm saying it because I might never have another chance. When I finally arrived at the door, I felt a warmth. Something told me if I kept walking, all the pain and uncertainty I felt would go away. Then why didn't you? Because I was waiting for you. Somehow I knew you were coming for me, and I wanted to see you and have one last self-centered moment. Last? No, stop saying that. You were the one who isn't supposed to be here. Can't you see that? It wasn't supposed to turn out this way. I think he's dead. Which is why he's all hazy and everything. Tell me why you can't come back with me. Why? I'm sorry. I feel a little dizzy. When I was lost in the dark, every time I moved forward, a piece of me was left in my footsteps, and all I could feel was fear, until I reached the door and everything faded away. Ever since you arrived, I've remembered who I was, all my happiness and joy, but all my suffering and doubt as well. If I kept walking beyond the door, maybe I'd forget it for good. All those things that make us human can't exist here. If you stay, you'll fade away, Ayami. So many people told me that being with you was a mistake, and that I should find some normal girl to settle down with. But the normal girls didn't understand me. They didn't make me better. I chose right. I wouldn't be who I am without you. But you'll be nothing if you stay here. Kazuki, no, there has to be a way. You said it yourself. This place is beyond our control. So you're giving up? After all this suffering? After everything I went through? Wait. Is she Bruce Willis? No. That's not the man I love. That's this place talking. Ayami, I want nothing more than to go back with you. But I know if I leave, I won't be whole. The longer you stay here, the more it will destroy who you are. You have to turn back. Maybe he's right. Maybe this is the end of the road. I guess Reina was right after all. This place changed you. At least for now I can talk to you, see you again, and tell you that I tried. There isn't much time. I can feel myself being torn apart. Returning to the surface is the only chance I have of saving myself. Alright, guys. What's your choice? Bring him home. I got one. Bring him home. I don't have a coin that I can flip for this. Coffee Mom. What do you want? Bring him home, leave him, or stay together? Make him... Which one's making him suffer? Bringing him home or... Bring him home. Bring him home. We're going to bring him home. You have to go. Silly Kazuki. Always trying to be noble and steal the spotlight. We're in it together no matter how bad it gets. That was our one promise to each other from the start. Stick it out when things get tough. This is different. I won't sit here and watch you fall apart. Stop talking down to me like I don't get it. I've seen everything you have. More even. I admit, you're right. I don't fully understand what's going on. For the last few weeks, I've been clutching at whatever shred of the truth I could find, not knowing if I could really believe any of it. I have a feeling that when you were investigating here, you came across the impossible things like I did. The thing is, you're just as lost as me. Neither of us is going to make sense of anything if we stay here. The only thing left for us here is death. I didn't say that. You didn't have to. It's obvious what you're thinking. But Kazuki, I want us to live. If I leave here, I might not be myself. No one will believe you. That's true. Nothing is going to be the same, but I can think of worse possibilities. Staying in this place is what hurt Reina and destroyed her mind. That poor thing. I won't let it happen to you. Taking you up in the light is a risk I'm willing to take. If I left you, I'd regret it for the rest of my life. And I won't have a life, or even a chance at one if I stay here. But you're not wrong. We both give it up on something even by being here. But that doesn't mean we should give up. You trust me, right? I wouldn't have waited if I didn't. My head. We don't have much time. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Ayami, I'm scared. I didn't want to admit it, but I am. I'm terrified. The only certainty I've had since I got here is that the further I go, the more I forget. That's why I stay put. I'm scared too. No matter what I become, you promise you'll stay with me? Always. No matter what? No matter what. Come with me. We have to go. Let's escape this nightmare. Okay, but what if... Whatever tomorrow brings, we'll deal with it then, one step at a time. Besides, you always said a what if isn't good enough for a detective. Using my own words against me. You chose me because you knew I wouldn't accept the easy way out. Well, I suffered too much to accept this as my ending. That night in the sewer, that was the last time I felt like myself. Until now, I guess. Then we'll find out what's next together. It'll be okay, I promise. Okay. Come on, let's go.
Do we finally leave the place? And we walk in circles for days. And then we just...
Together we returned through the door. As I emerged, I remember gasping, as if coming up for air after being submerged. As the breath escaped me, a piece of me went up with it. A piece I can't qualify or name was a loss to that place. Its toll taken. I never felt right after leaving. Trudging onward, we heard sobbing in the hollow spaces, echoing off the walls. As they continued, the shadows lost all definition, and everything turned in inky darkness. I talked to Kazuki as I walked out, but as we neared the surface, his speech turned to murmurs, then whispers, then finally nothing. Eventually, I dragged him into the light, his eyes lost in some distant dream. After that day, Kazuki never spoke again. He lay in bed, his eyes glazed over, looking into a world I couldn't see. After the door, the memories I had of his murder and kidnapping became mine alone, and the world continued as if they never happened. To everyone else, he just suffered some sort of accident. For his sake, I cast the mask into the sea near Kamakura, and despite the warnings I received, it never returned to me. I could still feel it occasionally, scratching at the back of my mind like a needle. Several months after we returned, Maya and her grandmother were found dead, stabbed to death in the shrine they tended. They never found a suspect. After leaving the dark, I had trouble remembering things. My parents, my time in the police, my childhood. I see pictures and I can feel impressions, but the images won't appear. Oof. Things became more confusing and more erratic, so I stayed home with Kazuki. Some nights I wake up in a cold sweat, afraid. I don't know why, but at least we're together. I promised him we would be.
Yes, I know. Well, they gave us the vegetable ending. Good game, guys. This was fun. Here's a new game plus. There is? I mean, I do need to go through and get all the trophies for it. So, unfortunately, there is no push for getting past all this. These are those games with the many different endings that is fun. Because you're like, okay, it's like those old books that you get where... Read those names? I can't. They're in... Oh, Gary Duncan. Martin Roberts. Binzento. Charlie Mad Crash Mayday. Even Demore. Moonyan. Tifanyan. Magnan. Poppy Pop. No, so... it's games like this that remind me of those old books that let you choose the path as you read them. And those were always fun to read through. Where, as you're reading through, you're like, okay, flip to page 94. Alright, read what's going on in this one. Nice. Okay, sweet. Flip to page 53. Oh, now I gotta choose. Well, if I take the... Did I get the item? Okay, so they would usually do something like, say, flip a coin 3 times. Count how many times you have heads. If you get heads this many times, choose this page. If you get heads this many times, choose this page. If you... Oh. Interesting. Most interesting.
You're nothing but a crow feeding on the carrion that time leaves in its wake. Oh, what are these? More manual saves. Yes, and able to jump between decision points, including story modification. This includes the 11th ending. This makes it easier to chase different ending trophies. Oh, my trophy heart is happy. You're nothing but a crow feeding on the carrion that time leaves in its wake. Forgive me for not being an impartial spectator of human suffering. So the collector did take what he asked for at the end of it all, as he sat back and says, I'll take something of that later, and slowly was stripping her mind of all the things that she could remember. That was his price earlier on. We didn't remember that till now. The woman had her own desires. I only gave her a little push. And what exactly did that push achieve? Her desires led her after that man, for love or for the truth, or perhaps out of some sense of obligation. Alas, a piece of her was left behind in the dark in exchange for her continued existence on this earth. Is it not interesting what the drive to survive brings us? In the tale of Izanagi, he was told not to look back after he left the underworld, for once he does, all that awaits them is the knowledge of death. You as well, Coffee Mom. A human mistake, an inevitable one. Fitting, don't you think? And yet the world continues to tear itself apart. Time is not a single thread, but a complex tapestry pushed and formed into a picture by the forces of fate and chance. The different threads present a myriad of truths, but all are an aspect of the same visage nonetheless. A myriad. Interesting, interesting. I would have thought one so interested in history would adhere to a single truth. On the contrary, if history has taught me anything, it is that there is no one truth. The deeper one gazes, the more complex it becomes. Yes, all are truth, all grant insights into the same puzzle. You're right, my old friend. Time is a spiral. Observe it long enough, and we may yet learn something. No, she is not your plaything. It is not your decision. There is only one way this can end. Only one way for the world to remain intact and stop the thing that's coming. It must be protected. The role must be performed. Stubborn, so stubborn. Allow me to ask you a question. I believe I know it already. You've asked it before. Indulge me. I asked her the same thing. If the dancing puppet looks up and sees its string, does it remain a puppet? What of fate and chance then? I answer your riddle with one of my own. You see the storm clouds approaching, and although you can take shelter or alter your course, does the storm not come regardless? Pah, no fun. You never tolerated my philosophical side. Nor you me when I tell you how things are. I suppose that is because we are one and the same. But what of her? All we can do is watch, but eventually she will end up there. There is only one path which holds the world together. The true ending. Yay! Okay.